No.
Nah, I mean a low key, but it ain't like nothing crazy. It ain't like Jew smoke detector.
Smoke
And shit.
detector.
You must have fixed it because I ain't had it. You must have found that shit.
Bro, shut up, because I heard it twice already. You gonna have it.
Oh, you did. Oh,
And then, that's why he be muting his mic after he talk. He be like,
Exactly.
bro.
I do.
Yo, man, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's goody, man? You know, wow, man. I know I always say this, and I'm not even gonna say it because it's gonna sound like a broken record. But yeah, we gotta just gotta be more active. That's all. We gotta be more active. But we back in here, like I mean, we got a great panel of guests. We recapping a lot of topics that we should have probably recapped when it was happening. But you know, we gonna get to it.
Man, you know what clip we should have added in there? I don't know if you got that in the queue, but it was a certain show that had a white supremacist on their show.
I got that.
Oh, you got that? Oh,
we got that. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, man, let the I do want to.
First of all, this man ain't read none of the. This man Ace just popped up like, yo, we got it.
It's been a stressful week, man. What can I say?
Yo, I'll be honest with you. We ain't hear from Ace in like almost a week, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, this man been on vacation, living his best life. You know what I mean? He
came back with band-aids looking like he had a problem with Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, if you
sleeping with Mr. Biggs' wife.
You come back from vacation like this, you ain't have a good vacation. I mean,
nah, let the folks know what happened. Why you all bandaged up, man?
Man, I had an ATV accident.
For what?
An ATV accident.
Don't
try to abbreviate nothing. I know you. I know you.
As to vocals.
That's actually pretty good. But nah, man, I tried to hit this sharp turn and it was downhill from there. I ain't go.
Do the gesture again, nigga. Did the whoa.
If you try to drift around that motherfucker, like what happened?
All right, so it's like a main road, and then it got the road leading to where we were staying and shit. So I'm speeding coming down the main road. So I realized I'm about to pass the road I'm supposed to go down. I said, oh shit. So I tried to hit it real quick, and the shit started leaning. So I tried to turn into the lean, but the curb was right there. So I hit the curb, and I went flying like Jazzy Jeff, bro. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Oh, you know the helmet
on though, right?
Y'all seen Stomp the Yard, right? You seen the move at the end when he was on his head? Pause.
Are you sliding on the floor?
Yeah, that was me. I was legs in the air. I was sliding. Yo, if I had the helmet on, bro, it'd have been quiet for me.
Your veneers ain't fly out?
Huh?
I said your veneers ain't fly out?
Nah. These shits is glued in, so I'm straight.
Yo, Ben and Pat, didn't nobody record that? Nobody laughed. They laughed at you.
They laughed at you know what I mean? They did their due diligence. They say, yo, you good, bro? Blah, blah. Then they started laughing and shit. But you know what I mean? Y'all niggas, I say, yo, I'm glad Eli and Jew ain't here, bro. I'm glad y'all ain't here, bro. That shit would have been.
I would have been in that motherfucker like this.
World Star, like niggas would have bought that World Star for that.
That shit would have right to the members only, man. Make
sure. Yo, we would have said, yo, this is great content, right? That's the first thing we would have said.
Make sure, y'all just joining us, man. Make sure you hit that like button and join that membership.
Well, I'm really fucked up though, bro. Like, got band-aids, nigga. I got like burn all over my shit. Like, you can't really see. But yeah, shit crazy. I got band-aids on this arm too.
Damn, yo, you've been bruised. You've been doing your arm has been kind of crazy.
Yo, this has not been my year. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Hopefully it end off well, but it's not been my year, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, listen, man. At least you ain't tearing Achilles like somebody I know. Like,
true. It can always be worse. It can always be worse.
Yeah, 200K.
Huh?
Yeah, 200K.
Yeah, 200K.
We are? Who said that?
I see Michael in the chat. Shout out to Mike. You know what I mean? What up, Mike? I see Michael.
We live with 200K. That's crazy, though. Let me double check, man, because I don't want to get hyped over there. Like I'm saying. Nah, we ain't quite there yet, but we like.
All right, well, share that link. Get us to 200.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's crazy. We're gonna have to do another live. Yo, I remember not too long we just did the 50. We did a 50. I remember we did the 50 celebration subscribers. I don't even know if we did 100. I think we did 100K subscribers. So, just the fact that we at 200K subscribers, man, means a lot because
199K, man. We right there. It's
we
crazy,
definitely
yo.
right there, man. So
By the end of the night, man, make it happen, y'all.
yeah,
Or send your grandma the link. Show her with the hit that YouTube button.
Or
yeah, tell grandma to subscribe. She don't know no better, like, you know what I mean? So listen, but we got a great panel. We got some great ladies who's going to be here talking about a lot of these topics. Obviously, we got to talk about. We got a lot on the plate, man. What we got? We got the Keke situation. I know we ain't get into that, especially now recently with her performance and how everybody want to dissect that. We got the Carlee, the Russell situation. What we got? We got the woman in Dubai. We just got a lot of topics we're gonna get to. So we're gonna play a ton of videos. We're gonna react with the guests. Get everybody's opinion. If people overreacting, if they not overreacting, like we gonna hear everything, man. So I'm gonna introduce the guests one by one.
Before you do, we do have an event coming up, August 6th, I believe, which is on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an exclusive with our interview with Riza Islam. So if you definitely want to join us, it's in a theater. It's a minimum amount of seats. So please send us a DM and we can give y'all more info how to join us. It's an exclusive. You'll be watching it with us in theaters. So make sure y'all hit us up at DailyRapUpCrew, or you can hit up me at podcast_Jew on Instagram, or Ace the Goat on Instagram.
Ace to go 24, man.
You gotta
put that 24 right there too, bro.
That's an important 24 too. I mean,
as a fact, yeah, we're gonna share more details, but like I said, y'all could pull up live, talk to us in person. Just watch the episode. It was a great episode, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all know I don't gas stuff up unless it's a great episode. First of all, I don't be gassing it up. Like, I ain't gonna say it's a great episode. I'm just gonna be saying like,
if you're in New York, we definitely want to see y'all pull up. If you're in New York, I know we got people all over the world watching.
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, we're gonna
right in New York. Pull up.
Yeah, tri-state area. If you gonna fly out, yo, shout out to Amber. Amber, she came from all the way from where she came from, North Carolina.
One of the Carolinas.
She pulled up on us, you know what I mean, for the game night that we had, man. She showed us love, man, Amber.
Amber, she said she definitely coming to the next game, the next event too.
Mm-hmm. And I served her in that Connect 4, but she ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah. Listen, man, I'm gonna introduce the guests, and we gonna get straight into these topics. All right. Yo, Goddess.
Peace. How are you?
I'm good. Introduce yourself real quick and let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Hi, I'm Goddess Ayana. You can follow me on Instagram, the Goddess Ayana, Facebook, Goddess Ayana, YouTube, Goddess Ayana. I'm an activist, organizer, and the CEO of GodPeace.com. I'm just out here working for the people, man.
Appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all go support her, man. She got a lot of great content. The crazy part is everybody that we about to introduce got a lot of great content, man. Y'all make sure I'm gonna have to drop them or Mike, because if one of our mods could drop the information in the chats, that way people will follow y'all. Let me see who I got next. Yo, what's good, India? You on mute.
Oh, my bad. You already know it's India Michelle back again on another live. India __ Michelle on TikTok and Instagram, and just India Michelle on YouTube. So yeah.
Okay. Let's see who we got next up in here. Yo, you get us?
I can. Hey, everyone. Hi, hello. My name is Life in the Ashland. Y'all can call me Ash. You can find everything about me on my website, lifeintheashland.com. Make sure to connect with me on TikTok. You can subscribe to my YouTube. You can subscribe to my blog, all of the great things. But definitely check out that website, lifeintheashland.com, for everything you need to connect with me.
Got you. Last but not least.
Hey guys, I'm Shauna. Instagram, Shauna Chantel, and then TikTok, Chantel Shauna. Those are pretty much the only things that I use. That's me. That's it.
Got you. Yo, I'm gonna try to drop everybody a link in the chat. Y'all can go check their content out. Yo, they got some dope content. They always dropping heat. They always active. You know what I mean? So they always stay up to date with a lot of the topics that's trending topics is going on. They got their own opinions. They be spitting. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm gonna definitely try to figure out how to drop their links in the chat so y'all can go support them. But y'all already know I sent y'all the topics. We got a packed panel of discussions that we gonna get to. But the first thing I want to get to real quick is obviously this Keke Palmer situation. Motherfuckers been talking about this for like at least a month now. Almost feels like, you know what I mean. Like every day somebody got a different breakdown, different like analogy and all this other stuff. So I know she did perform recently at an event. I guess she's an artist. I wasn't even aware that she was an artist, but I don't be keeping up with her like that. But I'm gonna play her video, and then obviously I'm gonna play the Usher situation. And then we're gonna come right back into it, give our thoughts and opinions, and we're gonna keep it going. Let me get to the super. Let me get to the super chat real quick, King. We got a new member. Shout out to Cat, man. She new member in the building. Appreciate that.
Shout out to Cat.
The cat look good in green.
And then we got Mark. Man. So Eli back with the Hitler mustache.
Comedian Mark X in the building. What's good, Mark?
Yo, Mark is a funny guy, man.
I know you was a fan of Kanye, but you showing it now. I ain't gonna.
Wow, sure, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. All right, listen, man. I'm gonna play this first video. Then we gonna come right back into it.
Little booties matter. My son gave me some ass. I'm my own boss, man. I got my own cash. I don't need a nigga. Only thing I need some bags.
I didn't even know he was at the end singing up notes. Niggas, ooh. Yo,
so funny, like.
Yo, so real quick, I guess we could start with the whole Keke Palmer situation with Usher. Do y'all feel like her boyfriend was right to react the way he reacted? Ex-boyfriend, I don't know what their current situation is right now, but do you think he was justified in his actions?
He's definitely her baby daddy. You know what I mean?
Let me start here with Goddess. What's your thoughts on this?
I think the way he addressed it was not a good look. I think that he wasn't wrong for feeling the way he felt. I think that when women are serious in a relationship with somebody, I mean, especially if you're traditional, you tend to be more conservative in the way you dress. I know single or in a relationship or married, I would never dress like that in a public place unless I'm at a swimming pool or the beach. So, for me, I understood where he was coming from. I felt like it was very immature and childish for him to address it publicly like that, but we don't know the background of what they've been going through. And he could have just been fed up and like, this was his out. But I think it was very telling of maybe the stability of their relationship. Maybe it wasn't as stable as we thought it was because it looked really good online. But yeah, I was kind of really disappointed in Keke. I'm gonna be real. I'm very disappointed in Keke, especially with that performance afterwards. I was like, whoa, okay. You're doing too much now,
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
Which one of y'all like to go next?
India.arie, so we're gonna go with Ash Lane. Ash Lane, what's up?
Yeah, you can just call me Ash.
Hi, Ash.
Yeah. So I am in agreement with Goddess. I'm not gonna wear that outside. And even at a pool or a beach, I'm still not wearing a thong. I'm not intentionally overexposing myself. I think he was 1,000% wrong to address it on social media, but we don't know the background. We don't know the history. But I would never want my boyfriend, fiance, husband to address me in public. And there's no way they could have had a conversation first because she was at a concert when it was happening. But it's 4 other ladies on this panel, and I just got a weird opinion, maybe. We all have worn a bodysuit at some point in time. If you got thighs or those butt cheeks are a little fuller, that bodysuit is going to ride up. I don't think this started off as a thong bodysuit. I think this started off as a
No
regular
way that shit got
bodysuit.
stuck up like that.
Listen,
No way.
unless you have been a woman in a bodysuit, I'm telling you. And then watch this though,
I've been
Ju.
looking.
Hold on. If you go look at the clip when she spins around, she has a bunch of material that's gathered at the top of her butt. Go look at the clip when she does the full 360 spin. There is a gathering of material.
So she had on a regular panties, what you saying?
Exactly. I think it started off as a full coverage.
So the outfit is appropriate at the panties.
It's still not appropriate.
Oh, okay.
Because you're still, there's not a lot left to the imagination. But I don't think it started off as a thong. I think it started off as a brief bodysuit. She probably was dancing, bopping with her girlfriends, not realizing the cameras are coming. And by the time the cameras came,
or the pelvis with Usher.
Or by the time Usher came,
I can't fix it. I can't pull it out. So I'm an entertainer. I'm a performer. I'm going to just run with it and make the best out of it. I'm going to pull mine out because I don't care. But maybe she didn't feel comfortable pulling it out. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Shauna, what you got to say about this?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like him addressing it in front of everybody wasn't appropriate. Like, I don't know. But then again, like, I started to think, like, she had the little performance and then all this other stuff happened afterwards. And it's like, maybe it was a stunt. Maybe it was all supposed to play out that way. Like, it's just all this stuff was already, like, gathered. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You never know with celebrities. Like, they'll have things that'll be in line so they can go viral or be relevant at the time. But speaking on if it wasn't that, no, I wouldn't have worn that. Like she just said, like that's not me. I don't feel like I wouldn't be confident enough to wear that. Yeah. But yeah, he definitely should have addressed that like privately. That's what I would have done. I mean, but I agree with both of them. That's what I would have did.
India, you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, what you got to say?
Now I will say this. I don't agree with it rising up because even if it was a full bottom, it wouldn't have bunched up that much. It probably would have bunched up a little bit, but I mean, we're entitled to our own opinions. But how I feel, and the reason why I said let me wait into the end, because I can get a little wordy. But I feel like, and some ladies, if you are listening, may feel some type of way. I'm not about to call her ass Akila in the B. Keke is a very attractive woman, right? But let's be honest, it wasn't like back in the day people were looking at her like, damn, Keke bad. Up until this moment right now. And I feel like when you are growing up and kind of like the ugly duckling and you haven't really gotten into your looks, once you kind of get a little older and you really start smelling yourself and other people, especially other men that you probably fantasize like a Usher or like a whoever crush that you have. Now it's like, okay, I've arrived. Let me show out. I'm not saying that she doesn't love her boyfriend, but I feel like she's letting a lot of people get in her head. And I feel like she's letting that new body get into her head. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel yourself, especially when you just dropped a baby and your body is snatched, her skin is clear now. But I feel like she's letting this situation play out. Even if it was just a stunt, I'm not going to jeopardize my relationship to sell out some tickets. It's not like, let's be honest, like she's Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. She's Keke Palmer. At best, she's a B-list celebrity. I'm just being honest. I love Keke, but we just gonna have to be honest right now. She's not.
B is too good. Maybe C.
Huh?
Maybe a C.
I think B's a little high. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, let's just be honest. When the last time she ever sold out a box office movie? The last movie she was in was what? Up, and that was a nice movie.
Shout out to her, yeah, but she
wasn't the main star in the movie.
Right.
Okay, it was the dark skinned brother that was the main star. I forgot his name, but again, I felt that now was he wrong for going on Twitter and airing out their laundry and stuff like that? Yeah, but he was probably in his feelings and he probably felt like she was trying to play him. So that's kind of our opinion of how he should have handled it or not. I just feel like Keke, don't let these people or let these women boost your head up and then you somewhere single because you talking about something, but you don't need to do this. It doesn't matter if you are the breadwinner. At the end of the day, that's still a man and you're not going to disrespect no man, especially, and I'm going to end it with this. I don't like how women are, oh, well, they not even married. Okay, it's a lot of single mothers out here or just girlfriends that have kids with men. She knew what she was doing when she decided to continue with that pregnancy. Right. She wanted that baby. She wanted to be with the boyfriend. And I feel like she's using her celebrity status that she has over him to kind of shit on him. And even he said it on a podcast. I believe, I don't watch her podcast, but I think he said he felt some type of, a way about, being with a star like Keke Palmer. And he's just a trainer. So it is what it is.
That's definitely fair. I don't necessarily think the whole, I know that everybody says, oh, he shouldn't have done it on social media, and there's some validity to it, but I don't think it's merely about him expressing it on social media. I think the issue lies in the perception that his feelings aren't valid because he isn't the primary financial provider in a relationship. I mean, didn't Offset just go on social media to talk about how he thought his wife had sex with another woman, and somehow this situation has garnered more attention than that Offset situation. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's merely about him expressing it on social media. I think it's just the fact that people don't feel like he's on the same level as her to dictate her actions or set boundaries. I think that, because again, when I read the comments, like you said, India, there's a lot of women, oh, she's not married. Oh, well, if he want to set boundaries, he got to be the leader, or he got to be at the end of the day, he felt disrespected, and I get it. He said it online or whatever the case was.
I just don't like the fact that women try to lie that if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't have been jealous.
Did we see that he posted his selfies in his underwear sitting in front of the mirror? He's posted thirst traps. I also have a problem with him posting her twerking in
but she allowed
underwear. So my thing is, if this is all content that has previously been posted that you encouraged, now you have a problem.
That's true.
Let me break that part for you. Okay, there's a difference between me recording you twerking on my dick and you twerking on another nigga's dick.
Why is that public?
No, look, it's me. That's like me saying you could go out looking sexy when you walk with me, but you can't go out there looking sexy when you out there with somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So as your man, I'm here to when it comes to a man pressing you or disrespecting you, it's my job to protect you, right? So
I agree.
I'm not there, so nobody else should be seeing you there, and nobody else is willing to die for you like I am. So
but as a woman who loves you and respects you, why would I want to dress in any kind of way that would provoke a man to approach me in that type of way, regardless if I'm with you or not? Why would I want to put you in harm's way like that if I love you? So I agree
1,000%. So even the fact that with knowing that you decide to wear, she could have wore that same out. She could have wore the sheer shit with her body covered. She could have wore shorts.
Black shorts. I said that she could have put a little
and the outfit would have still been nice
underneath it. Very true.
It's way to be sexy without showing your body. I don't understand why women have so many ways to express sex appeal without showing their ass. And I thought she would have looked lovely with just covering her ass up. You get what I'm saying?
Agree 1,000%. But for what you just said, I'm sorry, God, it's 2 seconds. For what you just said was, if you're with me, you can dress sexy because I can protect you. But when you're out away from me, I'm not there to protect you, so you shouldn't put that on. But again, if you set a standard that it's okay with you, it should be okay without you, because that's a standard that you have set in your household and in your relationship. So if she's been doing it, and you can do an easy Google search, Keke been wearing sexy clothes. Now, does it look differently on her new mommy body now? Sure. But she been dressing
People
like
keep
this. This
saying
ain't
that.
new.
I went on her IG. I scrolled for a good amount. I haven't seen these sexy pictures that everybody keep. They might exist, but they're not in.
A
I
quick
haven't seen
Google
them.
search will show
I done
you
the
in a
Googles.
lot of, she's in red carpet events where she is dressed very provocatively. That's an easy Keke Palmer
She was
Google.
also single at that time too.
Well, I believe I'm single until I'm married. So
well, that's Well, a lot of men ain't gonna respect that.
Like the women in the comments.
I do love that. I love that women are saying this, because if we going off that rhetoric, then men have never historically cheated on women. If that's the case,
It's the
But you
comeback.
don't-
we ain't never
I promise you
historically
don't
had to
want
take
my
care of y'all
opinion.
and protect y'all. If that's the case,
But see, the difference is I am single until I'm married, but I carry myself as a wife because I was a wife even before I got married. So I will still never carry myself as a single woman that's just out here free and willy-nilly to do whatever. Because there's a standard that I carry myself, because my husband could be looking at any moment. And we already know y'all don't want a woman that is advertising and easily accessible to the public and any man. So if I'm carrying myself as a wife, I never have to change into being a wife when I get married. But for the Keke Palmer and her boyfriend baby daddy situation, he didn't have a problem with it until today. You can't post something and then get mad when she posted or the media posted, and now it's a problem. That's the problem that I have.
So what you saying that you carry yourself as a wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you on here saying that you single until you married. As a man looking for a woman, you think hearing that he gonna be like, oh, that's a wife?
Yeah, because I'm engaged. So yeah.
All right. And you've been preaching that before you was engaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because legally, like the same conversation I have with my honey, if he goes into a hospital right now, are they calling me as the girlfriend? No.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, they're not.
his fiance.
I'm still not his next of kin. I still have no legal right to make any life or death decisions. They're gonna call his mother.
Oh,
If something happens to me right now, are they calling him? No. They're gonna call my parents because they're my next of kin. So legally, are we recognized as a couple? When I do my taxes, are they looking for him if I don't pay?
Yeah, but
No.
I just, and I get where you're coming from. I just think that's a flawed logic, because that gives men the excuse to say, you know what, I'm not gonna pay for this. I'm not gonna provide. I'm not gonna protect you because you're not my wife. So if that's what we doing as a community, we just going back and forth saying, well, you ain't put a ring on it. Then ain't none of us gonna go that extra mile to do anything for one another. Like, you know what I mean?
When the legal papers determine how you and somebody relationship is, though, like I don't understand. Like,
say that one more time.
Papers mean a lot, though.
A huge.
I mean, if
And
I
rights
run
of passage.
So the paper's more important than your relationship, then, basically.
No, because see, that's the rhetoric that men push when y'all want to be boyfriend and girlfriend for 20 years.
Yep.
And now I'm your special friend in your obituary.
Oh, so and this is the rhetoric that y'all push when y'all want to be a wife in 6 months.
Well, if you see me as your wife,
Why does it take
Crazy.
so long?
I mean,
it doesn't.
Feel like they should get married. And no other culture that's very established do you see it take a long time for a man to decide to get married. As a matter of fact, in a lot of other
Because
cultures,
in other cultures, women not divorcing their husbands.
well,
I
I think
won't
that's
disagree.
a societal thing that we have to work on here. But just because this is a mishap that's going on doesn't mean that we shouldn't adhere to things that are more efficient.
When if I'm in a culture where women are divorcing their husbands at a high rate, why would I rush in?
Now, I won't disagree. I won't disagree with you. Now, Ace, you are 1,000% correct. I think people don't have the commitment for relationships anymore like they used to. They don't have the longevity. They don't care. Because if I get mad at you today, I can be on a dating app tomorrow and find a new boyfriend in 2 days. People don't think about the fact, and I don't know if y'all have watched my content or not, but it's not just about the emotional decisions today. Because I may not like you today, but we have long-term goals that we're trying to meet. We are committed to one another. We have a foundation that we're building. I'm not going to like you every day, but I love you and I respect you and what we're building enough to make it through. I don't believe in divorce unless you start talking about physical abuse or constant cheating or you trying to have me live under a bridge because you don't want to work and you don't want me to work. The craziness like that, no. But if I have decided to commit myself to you, that is a temporary placeholder for you to make me a wife. You cannot, well, I'm trying to see where it go for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And then, oh, well, I think it's time for us to move on. No, sir.
So why y'all be 5, 6, 7, 8? It never came across your mind to like, yo, he's clearly wasting my time. Let me just go somewhere else. Like, why y'all be staying for so long then?
But when you are selling women the dream of, I'm trying to get established. Once I get the job, I'm gonna marry you. Once we finish school, I'm gonna marry you. Let me get my money up.
Kids coming to play.
When you start making promises and we're trying to be patient to give you time to work it out, that's how you look up in 5 years have passed very quickly. Mm-hmm. However, a lot of women, like you said, Ace, if you're trying to see how it goes, and you keep saying, I'm trying to see where we go and I'm building with you, I'm here. Some women don't want to leave that. I don't do none of that. You got a year to decide if I'm your wife or not. Not to get married, but you got a year of being in an exclusive relationship with me to decide if I'm your wife. If you still don't know after a year, then I release you back out to see what other options you can find. Best of luck, and I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that you have to get married.
Right. No.
That time.
Right.
Just propose. We need to be engaged.
You need to know that I'm your wife or not.
You're talking about 1 year. You're determining 1 year a person that you're supposed to spend your whole life with. Is that including living with the person?
Yes.
Yeah,
you should live with the person. I believe in shacking up.
In one
Me
year?
too.
I believe in that.
Sure.
I don't subscribe to the whole like living separately because you don't know somebody until
yes.
So that whole you shouldn't be shacking up. Damn.
I agree.
You gotta shack up.
You gotta shack. I gotta live with you.
You got to shack up.
Do y'all agree that in that first year that y'all still putting up that front in the relationship? Like, I'm still waking up early. I'm still sleeping on the pillow like this. So
not at all.
Come on, makeup don't get.
I know. I took off my wig the first month. Okay, you sleeping over? I'm like,
that is important. Motherfuckers gotta see what you look like without that wig. That is important.
No, like I'm answering FaceTimes in the morning. That's because I'm gonna be me. Like
I am a believer that I'm going to be 100% authentically me every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to see me good, bad, whatever. Mm-hmm. Because how can you make an informed decision on whether or not if I'm your wife and I'm being an imposter every day? If I really love to cook, I'm going to tell you I really love to cook. But if I tell you when I ain't got time, I ain't cooking, we eating out, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the real me. Exactly. I have never understood why women pretend to be something that they're not. Because a year, 2 years, 5 years in, you will get tired. And then you wonder why you want a divorce because he's not my friend anymore. He doesn't love me anymore. Yeah, because you're a totally different person and not in a good way. So I agree with y'all that it does take longer than a year when y'all are both faking.
But Ash, that same thing happened with me. But my husband wasn't who he said he was.
Listen.
I'm divorced.
I am too. I've been married and been divorced, and I'm engaged again.
Okay.
I'm going to be 100% me. I need to see 100% you. Don't take my choice away. Let me decide if this is what I want to be attached to. And if you see the real person for that first year, there is nothing we can't encounter in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years of marriage that we won't make it through. Because I'm expecting life to life. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, I think just to go back to the Keke situation, I think this is, again, when you read the comments and you hear women saying that because he isn't the primary financial provider, then that he pretty much more or less doesn't really have a say or he can't set boundaries in a relationship. And I think that's why some men don't care about a woman's earning potential because, number one, women that do out earn a men, they do tend to treat them less than. They usually don't respect them as much. We have women on the show who purposely dated men that made less than her because she felt like she had the power in that relationship. But you know what I mean? So we can't sit here and lie like there's a dynamic there that men or women use to their advantage in a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So true.
I agree.
I also want to say we don't know where his mom was when he said that. I'm speaking from a personal experience. Every time my girl go out looking good, I'll definitely what I'm saying. Oh, you single tonight, huh? And I'm posting it literally on the gram or whatever and tagging her. Oh, you single tonight? Okay, copy. That's just me. I'm a jokester. You get what I'm saying?
But throw a
You're
LOL
being
behind
funny,
it.
not insecure.
LOL.
Yeah. So she knows how I am. Who knows if that wasn't what he was saying to her? You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're a mom. We do not know.
We can read the room. That's what that was.
Whether or not, right? The world has decided to attack this man. And not once has his woman came and said, mind our business, mind your business. Didn't say a damn thing.
Is it fair to say that you can't ask people to mind their business when you went to Twitter and made it everybody's business? If he wanted it to be between them, he shouldn't have put it out there.
At the same time, he said it to her, right? And
look, no, he did not.
He said it to Twitter.
Oh my goodness!
And we don't know this man. We know Keke.
But
y'all don't know Keke. I just know it from the movie.
You're right.
Keke has to answer to. Keke has to answer to that man, not y'all, not all y'all giving y'all opinions, and that's why I feel like Keke should have said, you know what, this is my man, y'all. Let me handle him. She didn't have to curse nobody out. All she had to do was stay the course from taking everybody from attacking him. Oh, my man is in his feelings. I'ma talk to him. Whatever it is, she could have said something. She said nothing. And when she did decide to speak out on it, she's decided to say she don't need a nigga and she rather shake her ass. And
I think that was horrible.
I feel like that was
more than wrong because you didn't have the courage to speak up for your man, but you had the courage to shake your ass in front of the world. So that's like you doubling down on this man's feelings and embarrassing him not 10 times but 15 times more. Because one, no matter if you out with your friends, that outfit is ridiculous. Then you're thrusting on a nigga. And me, I'm a Caribbean dude. I don't care per se if my girl dance with somebody, right? But it's a difference if I'm there and I'm not there. Because I know women, y'all have fun when y'all not with y'all man. Y'all can sit here and act like y'all Miss Goody Two Shoes all y'all want. But we know when y'all with y'all girls, y'all smiling in niggas' faces, it's human. And I'm not here to debate that, right? What I'm saying is she knows she's in a public place where everybody's going to see that in the world. And if that nigga is sitting home looking at her, thrusting on a nigga, that's just not a good look. It was not to defend him, to then go double down and shake her ass and make a rap song about it. 1,000 points taken away from her.
Yeah, that was weird to me.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with Ju and Tariq. Now she did make a point. Somebody in the comments said that, but yeah, it was. I felt like her not responding was also disrespectful because it's like you agree with what those women are saying. I think she was on the back of a kind of like a golf cart, and somebody was like, "Yeah, that man, he jealous," and she just giggling and stuff. So she's really feeling that. And they must have had words said and stuff like that, because if your relationship is real tight, okay, why are you, it's like I said before, Keke is not no big mainstream artist or actress like that. So for you to sit here and now all of a sudden you coming out with music talking about your son gave you this body. Now that's one thing, but then you had to go the extreme and said pretty much F this dude. I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm Keke Palmer, okay? And you are who? We know you as Keke Palmer's baby daddy. And I just felt like now I'm not saying she had to go all out and write a paragraph on her story and then be reposted on the Shade Room or come out with a live, but she could have had said, y'all kind of joke, because she is a jokester. Can y'all get off my man? I know we going through it, but get off of him a little bit. No, she kept going on and on and on and on. And so for me, because just like the guy said, Tariq and other guys are advising this man to leave you. And I was like, I don't think it's that serious for him to just leave, especially when they just had a baby less than a year ago. But after that performance, I could see why he like, yeah, you Keke Palmer, but Bye. Like, you're not Oprah Winfrey.
Right.
Okay. You're not making that much buku money where I feel like I'm that stuck on you. We just have a child. She's not real, and I'm not trying to compare her or shit on her because I like Keke, but she did kind of make me. What I will say is, it would have been different if like Moneybag Yo and Ari Fletcher had that, their relationship. We already know how Ari, she's an IG model, get to shaking her ass and stuff like that. That story would have came and went because we already know her background. But Keke Palmer, she's pretty much like a child star coming up. We kind of grew up, like I said, from Akilah and the Bee, and then she had a show on Nickelodeon, and coming up in age, and now you're doing this, and now you're disrespecting your boyfriend. It's like, girl, let me tell you something. Coming across, whether he's making more money than you or not, coming across good men in this day and age is not that easy. Okay, and you being a good woman. Now I know you say you have to Google pictures. Now I don't really be following Keke like that. So
yeah, I don't follow her either. But in the midst of all of this, Google it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is not the first time
I never seen her dressed like that. So maybe because of the event and her being single at the time. So I guess whatever. But now to me, I don't think the dress itself was his big issue. I think he said that just to cover it up so it don't make him sound too insecure. But it was really Usher. Because it's not like she's grinding. What somebody said, it's not like she's grinding on Cat Williams. Okay, that's not a threat. You know what I'm saying? She's grinding on Usher. If she was grinding on Quavo or anybody that's attractive in the industry, he looking at it like, well, damn, I'm not enough. Like, okay.
But how many times have we seen Keke mess up? I think one thing we do have to is to give our people graces. Keke is young, he's young, they're both young, they both making mistakes. As well as anytime you look at a relationship dynamic, you see the person with power. When the person with power is hurt, a lot of times they use their power to hurt the other person. I'm not saying it's right. I think it's wrong. I think what she did was wrong. And when she doubled down, I think that was wrong. But also, she's not perfect. And what if they had some back words and she was extremely hurt? Also, being a public figure, when somebody that you're in a relationship with comes out and speaks out against you, or makes a commotion, it's almost like, damn, is you a op? Now I got to look at you as my enemy because you're messing up my public image, attacking me publicly this way. But you being my partner. So I'm not saying, like I said, I don't think Keke was right, and I actually don't think she was right for doubling down. But I also am like, well, she's young, he's young, she was hurt, he was hurt. And clearly, they didn't have anybody that was in the midst that really tried to mediate what was going on before it got online.
I just looked up her age. Keke ain't as young as what y'all think. She's 29.
Yeah, she's a little older than me.
She's 29. I don't know how old he is, but she's 29.
I'm 28, and Keke has to be at least 29, 30. She's not 29. Like she's 23. You know what I'm saying? So she knew exactly what she was doing. Whether him coming out or saying it in private, that's here nor there. You Keke Palmer. Everybody's going to Usher's show. So you doing that, that's going to be a viral moment. Okay. So it's not like she wasn't aware of doing that. Whether they had a disagreement.
She did tell him that he can't get it, though. She told him, she said he can't get it. So, her gesture was, you can't have this. That was her gesture.
She did shake her finger, didn't she?
Yeah, that was her gesture. Like, you can't
said,
have
but you still.
After she showed the cake, she said, "Oh, look at this! Oh, like,
but you can't have this." That is what she said.
And then she went to her girls and she was like, "Look at this guy! I show my ass!" Like, nah.
Now I would give Keke grace if. Speaking of grace, I would have never said. I don't think nobody would have said anything if she would have had the exact same dress on and she was dancing on her girlfriends, in a playful way.
I still won't want her to wear that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm just saying, like, whether she wore that or not, it would have been different if she was, dancing on her homegirls.
But do we not think that some of these stars they're fans of other stars? Like you said yourself that she C-list at best. You don't think Keke grew up listening to Usher when she was she could be a fan,
She can be a fan, but you can still be respectful.
I mean, but that was a front to front rock, one arm. She was really kind of turned away. She was turned away.
What she got to show him?
She was hugged up on him with the arm around his neck. Like, what you talking about? Like,
okay, I give you that. But what about with her mouth wide the hell open, like she ain't never seen a man with a shirt off?
Because she's fanning out over Usher. It's Usher. And so this whole situation made me do some Google searches. He did an interview or an article with People, and he said that he intentionally designed his residency for mamas and wives to get out and forget their lives and have a good time. So
yo, everybody's been doing this. From all the performers done this. Smokey Robinson, Temptations. If you looked at the movie 5 Heartbeats, he pulled Shorty up from the stage and had her faint. I'm pretty sure every real
Breezy, so is she the only person that has ever she the only person that's ever fanned out? Because you just said in the movie of the 5 Heartbeats, she and fell out in the front. So if this has been going on for years and years and years, why is it such a big deal that she was fanning out over Usher?
The difference is with
you gotta know your personnel. You know what I mean? You gotta know who you at home with, who you in the trenches with. She know her husband ain't gonna like what she doing, bro. So if you know your husband ain't gonna be cool with this, you gotta take that into account and act accordingly. It's just that simple.
Here's my opinion, and maybe my relationship is different.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
So here's my thing. If a woman was sexy before you met her, she was already dressing like that. Are you expecting her to change?
No, I'm dead in that. I'm dead in that right now. I'm dead in that right now. Listen, no, hold on. Before I met you, hold on. Before, let's say we was dating. Before I met you, I was getting bitches. I was fucking bitches. Am I supposed to stop that now because we dating? I'm using the same logic.
The comparison you just used.
Single behavior and there's relationship behavior. We can't keep doing this. She did it before. I was fucking bitches before you.
Okay, I have a question.
Like, it's that simple. Like,
so for the 3 men that are on the panel, do y'all wear gray sweatpants? Are you single, Ace?
I'm not talking about how you
sure am.
You can wear them. Eli, are you single?
I'm single, but even if I was if it made my woman feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna tell her, yo, I pay the bills. You can't tell me what to do. Like, your feelings are tell her I was wearing these gray sweatpants before I met you. I have no problem taking that into consideration. Like, what? I'm not gonna sit here.
What I'm saying is, if you like it before, but hold on, I'm saying if you like it before, would you change it after? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're like, oh, I love how you wear
my woman, yes, I care about her feelings.
If I'm going outside and she's like, yo, I don't feel comfortable with you wearing those, I'll be like, all right, cool.
I'm with Shauna. Cool. Shauna, I see your question though. If this is what attracted you to me,
right?
Why do I have to change that about myself now that we are in a relationship? It was good enough for you to want me to be with you. But now that I'm just yours, I don't like it no more.
But this is why women don't understand. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is why women don't understand why they get some women get treated like wifey and some women get treated like slaps for the night, because you want to maintain the same thing that got you making you just the entertainment. If you want to be entertainment for tonight, let me know. Because a real man that don't care is not gonna care about what you're gonna wear. So when a nigga is telling you, oh, why you not showing enough skin? Or why your ass not, that's the nigga that don't give a fuck about you. Now the man that's telling you to put some clothes on, you need to listen to that nigga, because that nigga, he got the best. We
are in one accord. They ain't gonna see it, baby. If my booty cheeks hanging out made you say, oh, I want Ash, I gotta go get her.
We're not about to do Keke like that. She was not out here having cheeks out every single night. We're not about to do that.
But the question is, and I'm with Shauna, if it attracted you to me, why do I have to change it once we're together?
We don't know what.
Ash, but you're not wearing certain stuff because you want to be seen as a wife.
Exactly.
So we know that it's different dressing as a single woman that's just out single versus a woman who's trying to be a wife.
I agree.
Whether she's single or not, we know that we're gonna dress differently.
Absolutely,
and
I agree.
I'm gonna bring up the whole demeanor of Keke Palmer. It doesn't give I got my ass out. It gives she reads books.
It's like India said. I have never looked at Keke Palmer in a sexual way. She's an attractive woman, but I've never looked at her in a sexual way.
Does anybody here have children?
I do.
Okay. So do y'all understand the different goddess? I know you're gonna feel me on this. Do y'all know the changes that a woman's body and mental go through getting pregnant, carrying a baby, delivering a baby, and then your body being totally different after?
Yeah, not physically, but I've witnessed it. Yeah.
But can we agree that you wouldn't have the same experience as a man as I would as a mom? Fair?
Of course not.
Okay. So I'm not excusing, and I'm with you. If she hasn't been carrying herself like the sex symbol, and now she's all of a sudden, she's also older. She's not Akilah in the B anymore. So maybe she wants to mature. You shouldn't have never said that. That's gonna be on my mind all night. Now maybe she wants to mature. Maybe she wants to be looked at as the MILF. So how do you get looked at like that? And especially as an entertainer, if she wants those type of roles, how does she appeal for those type of roles?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not
going to. I feel like she can
that.
be in her like sexy era. I mean, even outside of this whole Usher thing, she can still be sexy, whether she's single or not, a mother or not. But it can still be tasteful. And nobody says she got to be having a dress up to here where you can't see her skin, or she got to have a dress all the way down to her ankles. It's just how you carry yourself. And I just feel like, again, and you are right, because she came from being the homegirl. I mean, come on now. This girl was having movie roles playing a stud, okay? More than one movie. So now that she's coming up feeling herself, she like, yeah, look, but I felt like she was feeling herself just a tad bit, not to dim her light. Now, I'm not saying that, but I just felt like once you in a relationship, again, she's not a child anymore. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she didn't give a damn.
If I could share this opinion, and I won't have anything else to say about Keke Palmer. I agree. I think maybe God has said it, or maybe Shauna said it. I think the entire thing was a publicity stunt. I think she is trying to rebrand herself. I think there was a new album dropping. I think she's trying to get her momentum back in her career. And I think instead of her having communication with her honey saying, hey, this is what we need to do for me to get back in this bag, she did not communicate properly what her course of action was. You're not going to tell me Keke don't have a team of PR. It wasn't somebody telling her, yeah, girl, put that on, post that, this is what it's going to do in your career. But they completely ignored what it could do to her relationship, in my opinion. So, okay, right there, her album cover, her boobs are out. Don't scroll too fast. Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. The other one.
That one was
Scroll down. Scroll down. Hold, I'm
you
sorry.
gotta keep scrolling to see it.
Hold, no, scroll back up. Go back up towards the top.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think right there.
I said it wrong.
This.
Not that one. It she had on a white dress.
Is,
it's the one right above it. Boom. So
what?
Girl, bye.
That's revealing.
But hold on. So we talked about this on my platform too. Any woman knows in order to the line between trashy and classy is this when you're dressing. If you're gonna have low cut, revealing top, you wear a longer skirt or a longer bottom. If you're gonna have more thigh out, you cover your top. Y'all are ignoring the fact that she been like that's a form-fitting dress. If you keep going, she's been dressing sexy.
That's nothing compared. Yeah, that's nothing compared to having your ass out.
But where y'all see that it's tasteful, I wouldn't comfortably wear that out just on a normal day to day. But we're not entertainers either. I think that's something else that people are forgetting.
Yeah,
we are comparing.
I feel like
regular. I'm a hairstylist. My life don't require
like you guys are just making excuses. Y'all bringing up postpartum and all this other stuff. I'm not trying to negate the fact that I'm not trying to negate that she's probably not, going through some things. But we can't just. I'm sorry, we can't. And her body doesn't look nothing prior. She was a slim. Now she got some boobs and now she got a little bit of ass. So, slim women, once that first baby pop, their body does do a little, something they never had before. You get what I'm saying?
I've been scrolling for a while.
Pregnant and all of those.
From me, and this is just my opinion, I haven't seen not one picture that was like trash
compared to what she was wearing that night.
So again, what if this was all publicity for her career and she
Yeah.
wasn't
Are you willing
considering?
to put your relationship on the line for publicity?
What if they
Let's
both
be-
was in on it though?
If this was
India?
Cardi, nobody would have a problem. But because Keke has been classy all
Yeah,
this time,
She's in
she just
fishnet.
one
Wait a minute.
stunt,
Scroll
and
back
now
up.
everybody's
Scroll
on
back
it.
up.
It wasn't
So
right.
it's right
Let's
here.
be
Is she
real.
not in
Keke has
fishnet?
carried herself well.
So this is okay. We just can't see her
This is
back.
also 53 weeks ago.
Yeah, I
Okay, but
definitely.
that's
Look how far we had to scroll for.
How
magazine
old is
cover.
her baby?
Right,
She's been pregnant for
magazine
9
cover.
months.
We talking
How
about a
old is her
magazine
baby
cover.
now?
Yeah,
So-
but you talking about a magazine cover. I just went through mad photos. We had to get to a magazine cover.
I feel like it was all a ploy, not ploy, but it was a career move. I don't think she was even considering her relationship. So if Keke was a regular 9 to 5, she was a registered nurse,
And that's
she
why
was a
he should
business
leave her.
owner. Yeah,
that's
I
why
would
he
be
should leave her.
1,000% in agreement with y'all. But I'm coming from the TikTok world. I'm still building my YouTube following. Do y'all not see on TikTok, everybody is doing the AI live streams? People will do anything for money.
Exactly.
For
And
me,
attention. Yep.
I think it was Keke trying to get in her bag. She's trying to get a new role. She's trying to promote, get in the trending hashtags for this new album. Because that album dropped too quick.
Because women are
it
either
was
coming
never
up with
working for her
excuses
before.
or coming up with excuses or defending her. So her shit worked. Next topic.
We got some super chats before we get to
we got a couple super chats.
Y'all wouldn't have thrown Keke away over this though. That's all I'm saying. Over this one incident, y'all would. If y'all was in a relationship with her, you wouldn't have thrown her away.
There's no going back after a woman feel like she could disrespect you because she doesn't.
I agree with that.
But he disrespected her first.
But what if that was all the plan?
How?
By coming out on when he said that on Twitter, he took shots at her.
So she wasn't disrespecting him by showing her cheeks to Usher?
But she wasn't purposely throwing a jab at him. He was purposely throwing a jab at her.
It don't matter if it's purpose.
We don't know. We don't know if they got into an argument that night. We don't know if there was.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
But then you don't go on any public platform. I may be mad at you today, and I'll be cussing you out behind the scenes, but y'all would never know it. Because I know I'm not going to leave them. I'm going to be back tomorrow.
That applies to both men and women, or we only have an issue with men publicly.
It applies to both.
Okay. Women love get on social media and airing shit the fuck out. And y'all be right there in the comments like, yes, he ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not me. Them, not me. Them. Them, not me.
Yo, Ace, what these super chats at?
You know how Eli do.
Mark X said, you embarrassed me in public. I'm going to address you publicly.
She definitely did embarrass him publicly.
It took.
It's giving catty, but okay.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, man. But it took my wife 11 months to get a ring out of me. Shout to y'all.
Yeah,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you gotta get to know her.
Sometimes it don't. Real Christian Simon said, "God is like and them freckles. Oh
she
my,
is gorgeous.
Yeah."
Achilles says, Shawnee, your skin is beautiful. All right, chat, loving y'all tonight. All right, shout out to y'all.
His name Achilles, and I just tore my Achilles. That's crazy. Like, but let me get.
When you gonna stop lying, bro? You got a BBL.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I do want to. This topic does kind of correlate with each other. Obviously, the India.arie situation and her calling out Essence Fest or Ebony. I forgot which one.
Essence Fest.
And obviously her. She was frustrated with the depiction of Black women. I got a video. I'm gonna play real quick. We're gonna watch the video, then we're gonna come back and react to it. So.
Okay, so it seems that India.arie is trending because she was coming for Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monáe, who were both performing at the Essence Fest. Now, before I start this, I want to say that I am officially auntie age, so I can understand clutching my pearls. Actually, hold on. Okay, so I got some pearls to clutch. I can understand being an auntie and clutching your pearls at some of the things that these people are doing today. Oh my gosh. But then again, I have to think. I came of age in the 90s, and I distinctly remember a lot of raunchiness going on in the 90s. I remember. But let's just get into this story for right. Before I do that, though, I had to look it up. is Essence Fest a children's event or is it an adult event? You have to be 18 years old to be at the where the artists are. So just keeping that in. Here is India.arie's statement. The issue is, what is context? Humanity does everything, but does everything belong in a stage? No. Everything is for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? No. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our culture, you certainly have that right, just as many folks have the right to want our mainstream international export our music to show us in a respectful light. I like to go on record in saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. I love Janelle and Meg the way I love us all, and I don't like this moment. Don't bother debating me. I don't care. I do this for 25 years. I've done this, so read and ponder or don't. My issue with that is that this has been part of the mainstream media, mainstream culture, mainstream of music since she was performing. So I don't get the Kojic church lady act right now. I simply don't, because I could literally go off and name some songs from when I was dancing in my teens and early 2000s. I can remember.
That was actually pretty lengthy. I didn't realize it was that long. But yo, so I mean, what are y'all thoughts? Was India.arie, was she justified in voicing her frustrations? Like, what do y'all think?
Well, from India to India, I just feel like a lot of people was overthinking what she was saying. She's not, well, how I took it is if she's not condemning them like, okay, you cannot have that type of music, because what the woman said, well, I remember back in the 90s, we had this, we had that. Okay, but at least even in the 90s and 2000s, we had balance. We had the Little Kims, the Trinas, the Foxy Browns, the Jackie O's, but we also had Lauryn Hill, you had Erykah Badu, you even had techno music, house music. Now it's like, for a Black woman to even get into the industry, she has to sell herself, to even get her foot in the door. Look at Janelle Monáe. She went from wearing, these black white suits to now you're showing your nipple. Like, girl, how old are you? Like, sit the hell down. If ain't nobody's checking for you then, nobody's going to be checking for you now. It's nobody's listening to your music. You're going to be known as being very controversial and all this. I just feel like I don't have an issue with the Megan Thee Stallions, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and so on. But can we bring in a little bit more of the Erykah Badu's or house music, even if I don't even want to listen to it? As long as there is a balance, everything is cool to me.
From what I understood is she associated the Essence Festival with historically, acts that were much more in a conscious space. Like, I'm not really familiar with the Essence Fest, but they seem to host those India.arie, Erykah Badu type
they
of
do
acts.
the Keke Wyatt type of crowd.
So now when she's looking at it and she's like, yo, I've been performing here for 20 years. Now all of a sudden it's culture now for women, a group of women to be on stage, Black women specifically, to be twerking and shaking their ass.
I feel like it's more of the people that don't look like us that's pushing that type of narrative. Okay.
But,
I feel like,
to your point, there's not variety in the music industry. So who would be the headliner in that genre that they gonna
Ari Lennox, like freaking Summer Walker's. Summer Walker.
Summer Walker is over there with the 304.
Yeah, she over there with the ratchets now.
I'm about to say Summer Walker gonna be out there with the cheeks out like Keke Palmer. Like,
yeah, she probably will.
Oh,
the scissors of the world. There's the Janelle Eichels of the world. There's women there. They just obviously are not
getting pushed.
They're not getting the same attention like Sexy Red or whatever her name is. Talking about her whatever song it is. I know
you know.
Trying to make it look. The nigga got red on. Look, the nigga turned the camera on right now.
I know exactly what color it is.
Listen, so those women seem to be getting the attention now in the media. So it does take away from the women that are actually making quality women, the Black women specifically, that's making quality women because they feel like they're not being the rap cities of the world. Like, you know what I mean? So
weren't those women still present, or did Meg take up all the stage time? Like, What's going on?
They present, not getting enough play though.
They said probably was cut short.
They're not
to make time
selling.
for the Megs. Like, you know what I mean?
So
I don't know.
if we're honest, if you want to tie this conversation with the same conversation related to Keke Palmer, money is motivating people's every move. And so, in my opinion, a lot of these artists are being pushed because those are the people who are selling out concerts. Their streams are making the most money. Their TikTok sounds are making the most money, all of that. So they are going to push what is selling. And when you are being sold that social media is real and you buying it, you want to be a part of that so bad that, in my opinion, people forget that when Meg Thee Stallion is on stage, she is in her performer role. She's dressed like an entertainer. Beyonce dressed like an entertainer. But people start letting it bleed into their real life. When you Google, and I hate to keep referencing Google, but when you Google Meg Thee Stallion with boyfriend, she ain't dressed like that. When you Google Meg Thee Stallion performing, she's dressed like that. But something to me is happening as a disconnect with women in the normal day-to-day world, that they think how Meg looks while she's performing is how they're supposed to look day to day. Hence why they think it's okay to dress that way. That's not okay. It doesn't make sense. And so, because everybody wants to be hot, everybody wants to be popular, everybody wants a bag, here comes a whole gang of women singing the same type of songs, which is why Keke Palmer dropped the single the way she did, because that's what's selling.
Shout out to Coco Jones too. I love me some Coco Jones. Man.
Yes, I love her. I think people forget that there is a line between reality and fantasy. And that line has become blurred more and more. So I don't need a man, I just need the money. You are forgetting all the things that a good man brings to your life. And I know not all Black women, but some Black women don't recognize that, yeah, even when you got all the money, that's not going to replace the full provision of a man, because he provides more than money.
A lot of those women didn't have fathers. They don't know what it looks like to have a man.
Very true.
Mean more than money, because all we see on social media is a man equating to money and where he stands in manhood or whatever. But a lot of women that feel that way haven't actually had a real man in their lives, whether it be their father, the uncle, the brother, the cousin. Like, nobody's really stepped up in their life to be, a man for them. So
I agree.
But
it's unfortunate.
In my experience, when it comes to the Essence Fest, like the headliners has never been people who been like Jill Scott. I don't know if she's went platinum before. I can't really speak on that, but she's been a headliner for years, right? So what's the difference between this year and the previous years, that they got to get Meg Thee Stallion or somebody different to
sell? Essence Fest, like when you look at Essence in a whole, it was supposed to be to encourage and empower the Black community. It was our voice in written form when the magazine was hot. Okay, now ain't nobody buying magazines no more. Nobody's paying for ads. So you got the Essence Fest. That's a relatively newer thing. And so now, in order to sell out Essence Fest, what do? You bring the people who are selling tickets. And if Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, these people who are popular and trending, they're trying to shift their demographic to the people who are actually going to these events. Some of their target audience has aged out. The people who love Erica and love Jill Scott, they 40 and 50. We don't be outside no more. So now I'm trying to young things up so we can keep going.
I might be out the loop, but Meg Thee Stallion is selling. That
was my question.
I mean,
more than probably
them album sales say otherwise. She ain't selling them albums. I'll be honest with you.
I got you.
I will understand if Cardi B was on stage because she's selling, but Meg Thee Stallion, I don't know.
But can we see that they're in the same genre? So
plus, she got the bag from Rock Nation and all that.
Mm.
That money
and stuff. Unfortunately, stuff like this. outside of her selling, I mean, obviously they care about the selling the tickets, but they care about. Look, we having a whole conversation about Essence Fest. Like, ain't nobody ever was talking about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to them, this
wait. Well, we have
Wait.
because of India.arie, not because Meg Thee Stallion.
yeah, but no, I mean that is true, but still, it still bring awareness to the festival in general. Like, you know what I mean? So good publicity, bad publicity is still good publicity. Like, you know what I mean? So next year they're gonna wonder who they're gonna have Sexy Red next year, probably. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like, who knows?
Might get
I can't believe we're here right now. I can't even
hear
believe
me.
I'm not gonna lie. We should have seen it because all right, it started with the men. We had R&B doesn't exist for men as well. There's no R&B. Everything is drill, kill.
Yeah.
And now it's bleeding. Come on, we had like Public Enemy. We had like conscious rap. That shit doesn't exist.
It does not.
And for black men.
Unless it's underground.
So the media controlled it to the point where they didn't want us spreading positivity and awareness. And they muted those guys. Yeah, we had those most deaths. Yeah, unplugged them. Like, you know, they literally unplugged them one by one until it's only about violence. We're literally rapping about smoking
unaliving people,
smoking niggas' deaths. You know what I'm saying? And now, okay, they done enough damage to the men where they're literally doing the same shit they just did to the dudes to the women. And I hate to be like this conspiracy dude.
It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth.
It's literally right there. Now they're doing it to the women, where women are losing the respectful image or singing. There's no singing about love. Or like how India said, it's no mixture of it. And it's all about to be a lot of booty hole browns and period pads red.
Suki Hana, they gonna have Suki Hana next year too.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think we can blame the media on that one because
we are not gonna speak.
We as a people don't support the conscious people that's rapping in
that's
because they don't get the.
Do you hear them? Do you hear them though? Do we know about them? We don't know about the conscious rappers because they're not getting the play that the other artists are getting.
Why they're not getting the play? Because people don't go buy their music. People not streaming their music.
Yo, Ace, what you're not getting to is a lot of people not buying them other people's music too, but they're backed by media companies that's controlling the narratives.
Right.
So do you think everybody's selling all these albums, bro? No, they were buying.
Russ is an independent artist, and he and they don't play his music on the radio, like, you know what I mean. But he still be selling. People still support him. You know what I mean. So we do got the Kendricks, we got the Coles. Yes, we have those, but majority it is the 21 Savages, the Lil Babies, the whatever drill artists is out right now. Like, it's those people that are getting pushed to the forefront and making us listen to that music. Like, we know we heard music that's dirt. We know it's trash, but they keep playing the music in front of us.
Afrobeats. That's why I listen to Afrobeats.
Kendrick and Cole could drop albums, and they conscious rappers, and they music won't play like a.
They still go platinum and not heard of.
That's what I'm saying, because we go support them. So if we were supporting these other people like how we support them, it would be a different story.
No, but it's different. But what we're saying is we're going to support them. That don't mean the radio is obligated to play them, and everybody's promoting, pushing their music.
But that mean that, all right, so let's put like this then. If Cole was at Essence Fest, right? Mm-hmm. That shit would have went crazy, right? Because that's J. Cole, and we support him, right? Mm-hmm. If we were supporting other people in that same type of genre, the same way we support Cole and Kendrick, it would be the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's true. But look at somebody like Jordan.
The media,
huh?
Don't you think the media control that narrative?
I don't think so, man. I think whatever sells. They're gonna push whatever sells. They try to make money at the end of the day. Whatever
they can make it sell. Advertising will make it sell.
Exactly. And
I'm a pay for advertising.
And I'm a firm believer.
Stallion was advertised. Did she sell?
She sold singles. She ain't sell
albums. Did she sell albums? Okay, then.
I think, in my opinion, I think we have more people that are group followers than free thinkers. So whatever is made to look popular, you've got a gang of people that'll follow that. So even if you love J. Cole, you don't want nobody to know you listening to J. Cole because all my homies around me don't listen to it and I want to fit in. We have a follower I don't know what you want to call it, epidemic. Everybody wants to do what everybody does. Everybody dresses the same, dances the same, looks the same, get their BBL the same, drive the same kind of car, get the same kind of rims, same kind of fitted cap, same kind of t-shirt, same kind of haircuts. And before you know it, nobody has their own unique identity. So whatever the group is doing, that's what they want to do. And the higher ups, the powers to be, they know that. So push these people that can be motivated and controlled by money. They're going to do what we tell them to do. We want these people brainwashed. We don't want them getting married. We don't want nobody starting businesses. We don't want nobody becoming financially free. We want everybody tied to the labor force for the rest of their life. So get them into this rap culture where you spend all your money. You don't care about your kids. You don't care about each other's lives.
Because we run a podcast here, right? We got a variety of videos that we push out. We got ratchet, we got conscious, we got it all, right? What do you think is the most viewed?
The ratchet.
The ratchetness.
Exactly. They're going to that's just what we eat up.
Who's backing the algorithm though?
Wait, World Star was popular.
I was just about to say that.
Why was World Star even created?
Watch people get beat up.
Why did they create? So you tell me, at what point in life did we become so desensitized that it was cool for us to support a website where it is nothing but debauchery? It's nothing but people getting beat up, people getting shot, people getting mistreated, cheated on, lied, blah, blah, blah. Why are we still going to worldstarhiphop.com, whatever the website is? Why?
At what point did we get there?
At what point did we get there? What was the major shift and change?
It's always been like that, in my opinion.
Not at all. Always, forever, since the beginning of time.
Well, Andre 3000 said forever.
Now, I do agree with Ace where it does negativity does sell. And by the way, tomorrow we dropping we got a episode dropping tomorrow. We got married couples, 2 black married couples.
Positive episode dropping tomorrow. Hold on. Ratchet episode dropping tomorrow. Y'all tune in.
Oh yeah. Nah, fuck that. All the people that say y'all need married women, y'all need more better women. I need y'all to tune in the same way y'all be active on those fucking videos.
And y'all let us know how y'all numbers look on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely let you know.
We gonna tell. Go look at it. It's not even gonna be seen. Y'all not even gonna notice it's up.
I even seen it when it comes to like these live streams compared to like your ratchet videos. The ratchet videos go up, except for the Umar Johnson one, and it's because it's Umar Johnson. Yeah. Now, that was a good video.
Yeah,
I got attacked in the comments.
Yeah. Now I don't agree with everything.
We all did.
Everybody got attacked in the comments. I swear to God, ain't nobody got free on this.
We be trauma bonding to the drama. We be trauma bonding. A lot of us be trauma bonding and soothing ourselves and being comfortable with the trauma that we see and displayed in front of us. And it's like, well, it's not me. I can sit here, but we don't realize our brain doesn't know the difference between the trauma that's happened to us and the trauma that we are watching. We experience it within ourselves. So we be traumatizing ourselves watching all this drama.
So I do want to ask, because what do y'all think the overwhelming perception of Black men is in society and Black women? Like, you know what I mean? What do y'all think is the perception of Black men and Black women in our society right now? Because as a Black man, I could tell you that for better or for worse, our women do a very good job at promoting how we are degenerates in society, that they let the world know how Black men ain't shit. So we have that stigma now that Black men are worthless, they don't work, they're lazy, they bums, they deadbeats. These are the things that we constantly have to fight as Black men every day. And obviously on the opposite end, when you think about Black women, there's a lot of over sexualization of Black women. Black women are disrespectful, rude, they're not submissive, they're not this, that, and the third. Like, so what do y'all think, is the perception of both Black men and Black women in today's society?
Let alone the world ain't gonna respect a man if he can't get respect from his woman. And I'm gonna keep it there.
So if I could, I definitely think that the narrative is exactly what you described, Eli. However,
my fault. I didn't mean to add. I meant to add in for Black women is also the "I'm strong, I don't need a man" mentality. That is a stigma that's associated.
This is why we can't never move on.
I'm just saying these are what's associated.
That's the world.
Women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I speak a lot about that on my platform, a lot, because I was that 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'm a strong, independent Black woman. I don't need no man. I got it. Because again, I was told as long as you make a certain level of money and you can pay your bills, you're good. But that money don't keep you warm at night. That money don't give you a hug when you're stressed out. That money don't help you with them kids. That money does not uh make you feel safe. That money's not going to be an answer for everything. I think that the narratives that we see being pushed concerning Black women and Black men are with the objective to keep us separated. But in my day to day, Black men are wonderful to me. In my day to day, I'm watching Black women love on Black men. In my real world, I don't see a majority of what the narrative is pushing. I see people being kind. I see all kind of fathers marrying the children's mothers and starting families and being active dads. I see a lot of women submitting to their husbands. I see a lot of teamwork. I can't relate. So what I realized is, again, I was one at first that fell for, as long as I make the bag, I don't need a man. And then I realized this ain't really getting me nowhere. This is not helping me. This is not helping my kids. I think, again, this is the media machine pushing what works for them. They need a labor force to stay active. They need us to stay in debt. They need us to stay separated so they can sell and rent more homes, so that they can force us to be controlled by what they are trying to create, which is more wealth for them. So I'm going to push these narratives. I'm going to make these certain movies with these certain type of story plots, the music, all of that. And when you stop looking at the media period and you really look at your real life, you'll see that it's more people doing great things than it is doing negative things.
Okay. Goddess, what's your... okay, we can start with... I'm sorry. No, you good. You good.
Go ahead.
Just to speak towards a little bit about what you said earlier and to tie it into what you just asked. When I first got on like TikTok and all this like social media stuff, I'm a gamer. So I was streaming, I was doing gaming, whatever. One day I decided to vent about my dating life and all of that blew up. Nobody cared about me playing GTA and beating up dudes, shooting dudes on, Call of Duty and all of that. I mean, if I would have kept at it, maybe, but I digress.
Mm-hmm.
I vented, kept going. One day I wake up and people are like, "You're on World Star. You're on World Star." I'm like,
"Yep."
What? For what? The night before, went out drinking, started talking shit to my phone, and woke up. And I want to say that was like one of the worst moments of my life, one of maybe top 10, because what I had said didn't resonate with a lot of people. And when I say people, I mean men. And
what did you say?
Bro, what did you say?
I'm on World Star. I'm on World Star right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was a while ago. I had posted a video and like weeks later it went viral, or I don't know if it really even went viral, but I was posted to the actual website.
Was it along the lines of niggas ain't shit?
No. Actually, what I said was that I was mad at like my homegirls, like little boyfriends, whatever. What I said was, it was a reply to a comment, and the guy was like, women. I made one video. I said, why can't us women do what men do? I was like, how come we just can't do what y'all do? What's the problem with that? So a guy responds and he says, because women have emotional attachment. Y'all can't separate the two. So I said, I respond, I'm in my kitchen. I'm still tipsy. I say, well, that's not true, because I got homegirls that love their guys, but they still love their guys, but will still cheat on them, sleep with other men, but they'll cry to me on the phone about how they still love their man. And I said, so women don't have emotional attachment. I said, but I do. I can't
I
sleep
agree
with
with that.
somebody and then, you know what I'm saying, jump around and not feel something. But I said, I've watched these women evolve. I used the wrong word, I guess. I said, I watched women evolve and show how they can sleep with one guy, love, like, and not care about him, but still love their man and come back to that.
I already know how that conversation
men did not want to hear the truth about that.
No,
They
that's
were
the
like,
truth.
that's not true. You're a whore.
I knew that was going to
There's no way.
Nah, that's the truth. You just spoke the truth.
Just like your friends. There's no way you're not like them. You're a whore just like them. And I'm just like, I turned off my comments on TikTok. I shut down everything. I was like, what did I do? I'm calling my mom. I'm like, they hate me. I'm like, the world hates me. It was terrible. But then I embraced it and I got past it. I still to this day have not looked at the World Star comments. My friends,
those were the worst comments.
They were bad. But I say all that to say what Ash was saying about the divide, what Eli was saying about the divide, that's a thing, because I had other content that was way more worthy of being posted and being put out there. It was more positive, but they took that and I remember the headline. It literally said, chick says that women can sleep with men with no emotional attachment. I'm like, that's not what I said.
But watch this, Shauna. But watch this. So I think my TikTok blew up the way it did because I ended up on World Star 2 because I made a video that said 5 things that a good man should never have to ask for. And the women in the comments was like, one was he should never have to ask to pack his lunch. He's a grown man. He can't pack his own lunch. A man should never have to ask for encouragement. If he want a cheerleader, he need to go to a football game. It was the fact that here I am just trying to show you that as a good
call you a pick me.
Girl, I got a whole shirt pick Misha because that's what they call me. Because when I say pick Misha. So when I say a good man that is handling his business and is making me feel loved, cared for, and provided for as a woman, it's not too much of anything that he can't have when he's in a relationship with me. And I just named 5 simple things, none of which related to money or sex. And a lot of times, hold on, I take that back. One was for us to initiate. Hold on, I take that back. So my whole thing is it's a lose-lose situation because when you're being honest and you're sharing your experiences that you've had with your friends, that's the response you're going to get. But when I say, if this is a good man handling his business, I'm happy to pack his lunch. I'm happy to encourage him. I'm happy to support his dreams. No, you ain't. I'm not doing all of that. His mama need to cook for him. Well, I don't know what y'all want. And so when I say that, yeah, y'all right, y'all should just go get y'all's degrees, buy y'all's houses, get y'all's dogs, and die alone. Oh, here she come. That's how I knew she was a pygmy. Well, it don't matter what I say. If I say go be with a good man, you don't want that. When Shauna say, well, it's women that can not have emotional attachment, you don't want that. They don't know what they want. So that's why they fight against everything that comes their way because they're confused.
Well,
those are people that I don't want to talk to.
What you're saying, Ash, keep doing what you're doing, only because I'm gonna say this: with us women, we don't want to hear it when the men try to tell us what we're doing wrong.
Sure do not.
We have to hear it from us, so we have to hold each other accountable.
I agree.
When they come to my platform, I'm gonna tell women what they're doing wrong. They don't want to hear, oh, maybe if you lose a couple of pounds, you might attract some men. If a black man says that, he's the worst. Kill him. No, we should just take him off the face of the earth. But if we say it, we'll get some pushback. But it's gonna be like, damn, she might have been right. Ash might have been right about what she said. I mean, she is, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So what I realized is we have to be the ones to listen to the men, and then we have to put that message forward and bring it to the other ones so they'll come. Because we're not going to receive it if it's men telling us that. We're never going to receive it. I'm sorry, it's just not. So men are going to have to use the other women that are sensible, that are going to hold us accountable to push that message. Because
I will say that the ones that don't want to hear it, I'm all for empowering my community and trying to improve. I am the change that I want to see. Okay, cool. But there are some people that don't want to change. And that's okay, my love. You go over
Right.
there and have the best time turning up with your homegirls and doing all the stuff you want to do. Fine. I can't waste the energy trying to convert somebody who doesn't want to see
Don't.
anything different. I don't. And the way my DMs are set up with women telling me, thank you, this really changed my perspective. I showed this to my husband. I had a conversation with my homegirls. That's all I need. When I have men DM me, sis, thank you so much for encouraging us. Thank you for seeing us. That's all we want. That's why I keep doing what I do. That's it. I can't worry about everybody else.
Okay, Goddess, we got to get to you. What's your thoughts on this whole perception of both black men and black women in society? What do you think they are?
I think it's very dualistic because I think on social media we have one perception, but when we're in the real world, we have a different perception. Like if I'm online, I'll scroll, and sometimes I can get very discouraged. I'm like, man, these brothers really hating us right now, or damn, like these sisters really not feeling me, because I hold both parties accountable, so I get it from both ends. But in the real world, I do have, just like Ash, like I have very pleasant experiences because I do so much work in the community. I'm always around phenomenal black men. My parents are married. Most of my aunts and uncles are married. I was married. I'm divorced. So what I experience and the women around me and the people around me might be a little bit different than what's average. But even when I was in the hood, I saw people working together and trying to, work with their kids. Even if they fussed with each other, they was right back talking with each other. And so this we hate each other. I don't even think that's real in real life. I think that, even when we're hurt by some of the people we come online venting about, then we be right back in their bed a couple months later making up. You know what I mean? So I think the reality is, I think that we know we love each other, but we be mad and we be hurt, and so we be spewing it online because we're like, you gonna hear me, bitch, you gonna hear me, nigga. But in the real world, we're like, I hate you, but you better pull up. You know what I mean? I think there's so much love for real. Like if we really look at it, like, we can't leave each other alone. That's what I see. It's like we talk all this shit, but
these algorithms, they know exactly what to put in front of you to get you triggered. Like I be scrolling that motherfucker, then I see black men ain't shit and they deserve to die. And I'm like, wait a second, like
that's horrible. Yeah, it's never that serious.
Like, so I'm like, damn.
And the same women headlining that is somewhere sucking somebody up tonight, right now.
Do you hear me?
Are you? And I'm talking about probably cooking for his ass too. Talking all that shit online, and she like, man, I ain't cooking for no nigga, and she in there stirring the motherfucking pot for this nigga that's coming over tonight.
Goddess, I'm so glad you said that.
Not really what's going on out here in these streets.
Goddess, I didn't know you had this side of you. I ain't gonna lie.
I agree with Goddess. I agree with all the ladies. When it comes to even me, how I blew up on TikTok is when I had a video about strippers. I say, I don't know nothing about no world star.
Had a world star.
And I've been reposted by people that I don't even watch. Like I do know, like OJ Duke Jackson, he has reposted me a few times.
O'Shea. Shout out to O'Shea.
Yeah, so and stuff like that. But when I make the positive videos, like, yes, I feel like black men need better, like OGs, like to like really build them up, or I feel like ladies, you need to dress like this. Those may pop a little bit, but when I start talking about, hey, why you been stripping for 20 years and you ain't make no money, then that gets like 300K, and then this, stripper must have took your man and blah, 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 or stuff like that. And I'd be like, well, damn, baby, I was just trying to,
but you are right. I mean,
I was trying to give you some constructive criticism, but I'm a hater because you've been stripping for 24 years. Like, damn, it's so much in them comments. And not just the women, men too. You can even say, just like what God has said, just venting, because I'm not sitting here telling you like all my personal business, but let's just say I'm maybe venting just a little bit, or just my homegirl said something. I want to use her from a situation as my content. Well, if you choose better, then you can do it. And it's like, sir, but when it was you who's dealing with women, now all of a sudden it's, yeah, man, I feel you, bro. We need to get our passports and all of this. But when it comes to us, it's, oh, you need to do better. And it's like all this finger wagging, and we're doing it to each other. And I really feel like a lot of the times, just like God has said, people don't really feel like that in real life. That's social media because people trying to get views and clicks and likes. So of course you're gonna go with the controversial of, oh yes, these black women, they do this, they ain't ish, and same thing with the women. So it goes both hand in hand, and it's really tired. It's okay to make certain contents where it's like, okay, this is our problem, but I don't want to keep hearing the same damn shit that you've been saying since 2020 with no damn solution. Like, come up with new.
I absolutely agree with you, but motherfuckers let Murray and Jerry Springer do the same content for 20
Jerry
years.
is dead and
Supporting
Maury
them
is
motherfuckers,
tired.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was. You are not the father for 20,
That
25 years.
is
And y'all was
successful.
watching that shit every single day. So I don't want to hear, oh, we tired of this content. Not you, but people have been supporting the same content before. So you know what I mean? So you know.
Who's pushing it though? Who's paying for it?
And it's
whose platform is it on?
I agree with that.
Was on for a long time, and y'all, not y'all, but people was watching that motherfucker, same stuff, same shit, different person, or it might have been the same person. They have repeat people on there sometimes. Like, you know what I mean?
But can we agree?
Like, you know?
But can we agree that some of these people are doing the things that we know is not in the benefit of them? The people on Cops, the people that were on Maury, Jerry Springer, those lifestyles were not conducive to anything that was positive or having any long-term positive effects in their life.
That's
but
fair.
can we agree that there are people that are stuck in those type of lives in real life? There's a stripper somewhere been stripping for 24 years and she cannot figure out why she's still here. There are people that are stuck there and they find comfort in knowing that they're not the only person being stuck. And because a lot of these people don't want to admit, I really don't like stripping and I really do want to do something else, because they don't want to do the work to change, they stay right there. And you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 generations of people doing the same repetitive stuff because nobody wants to stop and change anything. So social media looks good because now it's glamorized. It's cool to be hood rich, as we used to say back in the day. It's cool to be a womanizer because Future, look at what Future is doing. It's cool to be Lori Harvey because she's got on Givenchy and she's on the back of the yacht. So let's do this. They have glamorized the lifestyle that we know is not beneficial for us long term. And so anything that fights against that, people ain't checking for that. And that includes the music, the movies, the literature. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to read that. That's not what they doing on Housewives. I'm trying to be a housewife. So to me, the media machine pushes it. And the people who don't want to do the work to change, to have better, they eat it up. And as long as those people are eating it up, they're going to keep doing it.
A lot of the housewives ain't even housewives.
They ain't even housewives.
I'm not disagreeing with you. The media is pushing it, but they're not going to push something they know that's not going to sell. That's all I'm saying.
But did you hear what I just said?
I heard what you said.
When I have been stuck in the projects with my mama and my grandmama, I want to know that I'm not the only one that is stuck. So I want to see a visual representation of what I'm living every day so I can find comfort to know, see, look, this is normal. Look at the 16 and pregnant. This is normal. They've been doing it. They made a whole show about it. It's normal for your cousin to get pregnant by you and your dad. Look, it was on Jerry Springer. It's cool. It's normal. So when
I'm sorry. Also, the people that are running the media hack the brain. They know how to operate the brain. They know what's going to be enticing. They know how to make these screens addictive, these LED screens addictive. They know that when women flip through, it literally sends off hormones in our brains and endorphins and all this other good stuff that makes us more addicted. So they know how to pimp our emotions. They know how. My thing is, we have to hack it back. Yeah. We have to get actively involved. If we sit on here and we talk about it all the time. How many of us are actively volunteering in our communities to change the mindsets of the youth right in front of their faces, be around them, be an influence on them, not just be on social media, but in their lives, to where they're actually like, man, this my OG or this my big sis. Like, you know what? They showing me a different way. How many of us are actively doing the work that's necessary? You know what I mean? I hope that more people, just can see this and decide to get more actively involved. If you're in Houston, join the People's Action. Houston, I'm in Instagram. We have an organization. We're out here working in these streets for real. But we got to do more than just talk about it. We got to be about it. But we have to know that they have so many different sciences working against us. We have to start getting ahead of the game as well. We have to start understanding the science of the brain and how they're hacking our youth, because that's what's happening. All they're concerned about is getting the minds of the youth. If we can get the minds of our youth back, it's game over. It's game over.
So
how do we hack it back? How do we hack it back?
You are so on point. So something that I definitely pride myself on, just a little bit of background of what my regular 9 to 5 is. I'm a hairstylist. I've been a licensed hairstylist for 17 years. I own a salon down here in Nashville. I can't tell you how many people, young women, I've mentored in that 17 years. I want them to see that the life that you see on TV, you can have without selling yourself. You can have without doing a lot of degrading things. I want you to see that you have options that are well far past what they tell you online. I am every day speaking life into the women that sit into my chair. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a part of a nonprofit, but I definitely believe that my purpose, standing behind that chair, speaking life into women, telling them how great they can be, or getting in their butt when they messing up, that's my work. And you are absolutely correct. There are not a lot of people that are hands on deck in the community. So when I get those young women and I have a captive audience and I get to tell them how great they are, how amazing they are, what they can and cannot do, and give them real life, hey, this is what you should do. Call me tomorrow after you done it. Mm-hmm. I am not just venting and joining podcasts because I want views and likes. Check my receipts. You can Google me and figure out who I am. I want to actually do the work, and I've done the work, and I'm living the life that I know works. So I never talk about anything that I have not experienced myself to know what we can do to change it. Don't talk to me about the problem until you have the solution, period. And that's where I am, because people will talk it to death, but what are we going to do to change it? I don't see a lot of people saying that. If we want to change the narrative of what Black men and Black women see about each other, how do we do that? I tell Black women all the time, when you see a Black man out doing great things, tell him, I see you, King, keep doing you. That's a small change. Smile at a Black man, tell him good morning. I see you out here doing your thing.
Great. Smile. We done had arguments and debates with women.
I know.
Problem, Eli.
So, me and you made India. I know you got it out for me, but me and you made the same facial expression, and you only called me out. I know you. You don't be liking me. I already know. Like, you know what I'm saying. Me and you literally just made the same facial expression. You say, you the problem. You the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. If we want to see some financial literacy come into our community, stop gatekeeping and share how you built your credit without charging people $9.99 for a credit billing course. It don't take me 2 seconds to explain to you how to pay on your credit cards and how to become an authorized user on your grandmama credit card to build your credit up. If you want to see more home ownership, more business ownership, share what you know. I've been doing this for 17 years. Why wouldn't I tell you the trials and tribulations in my business so that you don't make those same mistakes? That's my change. That's my solution. I'm gonna be the change I want to see. And when I mess up, I'll be like, yeah, I messed that up big time, y'all. But let me tell you how I fixed it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I've had it together the whole time. So the Keke Palmer situation, the India.arie versus the Meg Thee Stallion situation, the narrative that's being pushed with Black men thinking this about Black women and vice versa. In my opinion, the solution is we need to start talking to each other again. Men, you tell me what you want and what you need. Listen to me and retain when I tell you what I want and what I need. We come up with a compromise because everybody ain't going to be on the same accord. And then we make a commitment wholeheartedly as a community to make sure that everybody gets it done. If you don't want to get it done, that's cool. You go over there. But the people who want to get it done and want to see that change, let's get to work. And stop talking about it.
I got a quick question for y'all, because y'all seem to be very level-headed, right? And when women tend to talk about our show, they always say that we're bashing women. We get this a good 90% of the time. And there's a good 10% that like, yo, I fucks with y'all. Y'all make great points. I want to know from level-headed women that watch our shit, how are we bashing women? Because I believe that we're informative, because we say, don't deal with drug dealers. Don't deal with a nigga that's a bum. Don't do this. And we get argument. We get pushback from women saying, oh, you don't tell them this, that, and another. And we're telling you who not to fuck with, why not to fuck with him, date with a purpose. And maybe sometimes y'all get caught up with how we're saying it. But the message is to actually And matter of fact, I'm not even going to switch up your answer. I want to know why we're looked at as bashing women when we're being more informative.
Before I answer that,
I don't know if it's as much as you bashing women. I think that the reality is you're triggering us, because the problem is there shouldn't be so many people that are not dateable and marriageable, and this is on both sides. There shouldn't be a plethora of men that shouldn't be married or wed to or shouldn't be in a relationship. There shouldn't be a plethora of women who you can't be in a feasible relationship. But you should be able to, when you get out into the world and you're grown and you're like, okay, I'm ready for a wife. The first woman that you come across in the Black community should be a decent wife to you. This should not even be an issue. So I think that the thing is, you're triggering us because it's like, God damn it, it shouldn't be so many of y'all that are not dateable. And I think y'all say the same thing. It shouldn't be so many of you women that are not dateable, that are not marriage material. And so I think the issue is that triggers both of us. So when y'all start saying it on your end, we're triggered. And then when we start saying it on y'all, on our end, y'all are triggered, because at the end of the day, the problem is we should all be marriageable. We should all be husband and wife material. We should all be able to build families healthily. Like, I've seen it. I didn't grow up in America mostly, you know what I mean? So I've seen, they grab somebody, a man grab a woman, they get married, they have kids, and they make it work. There's a saying that men in other countries love the woman they marry, but here in America, men marry the women that they love. You see, the difference is a man will find any woman, and she'll be a good mate. And we can rely in other cultures and other countries. We can rely on, okay, the man that gets me he's a good mate. But here it's not, because there's so much dysfunction, so much trauma, because of the situation that we've been, because of oppression, because of slavery. We have all these traumas and things. So the issue is we're both being triggered, because the problem is all of us should be marriage material. That's the problem.
I agree with before I get into your question, Ju, with Ash, she is right. I have made a video a couple of days ago about we lack communication with one another. I feel like the reason why, and even to Goddess's point, when we can really actually can compromise and really hear each other instead of just bickering back and forth on who's right and who's wrong, then because I feel like, let's say you're dating a person, that person could have been right for you, but the moment that y'all have a slight disagreement, the moment that a person do this, I'm gone and I'm a ghost you, or I gotta feel like I gotta be right. And it's just like, okay, we done lost ourselves so much over pride and ego. We're not even listening to each other like, hey, we might need to kind of slow it down and really need to dive back on why we're not doing this and why we're not doing that. I just feel like, again, it all stems from communication, and we're not simply hearing each other out. And it's so simple. I feel like we make dating so hard when it's literally so simple. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. We'll sit here for 2, 3, 6 months, years, messing around, kicking it, and then all of a sudden, over one little small thing, something that could easily be done over a simple 20-minute conversation, it's gone like that. And now we sitting here, well, I didn't wasted my time. No, you ain't waste your time. You ain't take out the moment to have that simple conversation with that said man or that said woman. So I think hopefully I did answer your question, Ju, on, why we not really communicating, or however you put it. I'm sorry.
So, Ju, to answer your question, you are asking women to be accountable for what they do not want to change. So when you say you shouldn't date a pookie, well, how you gonna tell me who to love? I mean, I didn't know he was a pookie. I didn't. So am I gonna? Yeah, I don't censor myself. So a lot of women that want to do whatever they want to do and play victim after the consequences come. And when you call them out on, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, they want to fill in the gaps with all the hypotheticals and all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and I didn't know. So it's not that you get labeled as somebody who's bashing women when you put it in their face and be like, look what y'all been doing, and you call attention to it. Now you're telling me I'm not perfect and I'm not right. Oh, look at what he doing. Look at how bad he talk about Black women. But it does not matter the delivery. The tone ain't what bothers me, because your tone is supposed to be different than mine. You have more bass in your voice. You are supposed to raise your voice higher than mine. You're a man. That's what you're supposed to do. Your testosterone is set up for you to do that. Once women understand that you ain't going, babe, I really need you. Once women understand men don't talk like that, and like God has said at the very beginning, she grew up with a father. She grew up with men around her. I'm a daddy's girl 100%. The way my daddy talked to me, I knew, hey, Ash, we ain't gonna get over there and do. Yes, sir. It was from love, because sometimes they don't have time to hold your hand. I need you to hear this. I need you to get to it so we can keep moving. So to me, when you have women that say you are bashing women, it is because you are wanting to hold them accountable for the choices that they made, and they don't want to be held accountable, because I just want to play the victim, because then I don't have to pay for any other consequences for my bad choices. Hence,
it's not really
Carlee Russell.
It's not Jew. It's mostly Eli that be, he be going in. And that's why he had that why Eli, because he was going in.
Wait, no.
That's why you and Jew be jumping in.
Break that down. Break that down.
Thank you, India.
It was actually
India.
Thank you, India. Everybody watched that episode.
Shauna, what you had to say? Shauna, what you
she had built up anger for Eli.
Shauna, you wanted to chime in real quick?
All right, we're gonna let it.
I'm sorry.
Ace gonna be the y'all gotta watch Ace more on the show. He's quiet, but he is a. I'm just watch the show. Watch his response.
You ain't even peep. I muted you, like, you know what I'm saying.
I'm Pete. That's why
I had a conversation the other day with a woman. She was on the show, and she said that she could bag Drake. And I said, well, I think you are an attractive woman, but I don't think you could bag a Drake, right? So she said I was tearing her down because I told her she couldn't bag Drake. I said, well, if I'm looking at the history of the women that Drake have dated, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, you not really in that caliber of the women that you only the Bernice, like, is this the truth?
She also called me a woman basher too. She was,
but it's the truth, and I didn't say it in like, yo, fuck out of here, you ain't getting Drake. I'm just like, nah, I don't think you can get a Drake. Drake got a lot of options. Like, you get what I'm saying? But because I said that, I didn't just lie to her and be like, yeah, of course you can get a Drake. Oh, you bash me. I'm like, bro, hey, you can't. Listen, man. I do want to get into let's get to these super chats real quick. We gonna get the fuck out of here because I know it's almost 2 hours. We do got to get to this.
Damn, we need to get to Carlee Russell.
We gonna get into that. That's the last time. I'm gonna say that for right now.
Like, shout out to Clem D. Clem D also said women always say them, not me, when we talk in the context of in general to divert. They take an L in a point. Exceptions are not the rule. Shout out to Clem D. You probably told my earlier conversation. The Black Intellectual said Rap City, Il Camille, Ricky Monique are never promoted. It's the establishment that allows these negative images of us to be mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
I never even heard of 2 out of 3 of them. Like
Il Camille and Ricky. Yeah, and shout out to Rap City though. That's a fact. Asha said, I agree with India.arie because Black women's image is at an all-time low. Every award show and event associated with us is turning into trash. Keke Palmer unfortunately took the bait.
We did have the EBT Awards. I mean, my fault. The BET Awards, my fault.
That was a mess.
Yeah,
I fucked up the letters and shit.
Bro, you about to mess up the bag, bro. We on the market.
Yo.
I mean, shout out to BET.
Eli don't depict the
Hey, wait, you know BET? Wait, time out. You know BET was owned by white people until recently, like
Viacom.
Yeah.
Viacom owned it.
How is BET owned by white people? That's
because the black people who owned it.
We're not gonna listen to him. We owned by black people. We not gonna disrespect BT. We trying to.
I'm gonna call them out. They was little dick.
Yo, BT, holla at us, man.
Word. Talk to us.
Yo, when y'all seen them sign a deal without me, just know that's because
that's why.
Well, you gotta be quiet for now.
I had to mute him real quick. Merciful said, no, don't try to blame men for women's bad decisions. She didn't have a father figure. What about the mom? She did have her in her. She did have her in her life. Why didn't she teach her how to be a woman? And what was we talking about?
We no. I guess he's talking about the Keke. But that situation is very true. How when a man or a woman does well, they always say, "Oh, she was a real good mother." But when that kid turned out to be a ain't shit motherfucker, blame his daddy. Where was his daddy? And we always hear that shit. I ain't gonna.
That's a fact. Desmond Hunter said, "Hey, I just heard Carlee don't want to play victim, but she has been taken again."
Oh shit! I hope he joking.
Word.
Because
I don't know
Jesse
what's going on.
Smollett didn't do the same shit twice. Come on. I hope she didn't do that.
Yo, the Chester Henry show. Shout out to you. He said, "Ash is speaking absolute facts." Okay, all right. Shout out to the Chester Henry show.
Make sure y'all follow all these ladies on their platforms.
Word. Andre Love. Shout out to y'all. Always supporting. So in real life, 80% of black children aren't born to single black women. In real life, 1/3 of he coming with statistics shit. All right, 1/3 of college and car credit debt isn't black women. In real life, men get a hot meal from a hot wife. In real life, black women are fit, feminine, and friendly. It's all questions, okay?
And we don't got the answers, Sway.
Yo, Mark X said, "Thank you, Ash. Giving games should be free. I'm tired of these scammers trying to sell me a course of credit building." LOL.
Yo, Mark X, imagine Eli with his Hitler mustache trying to sell you some credit card information. Come on, bro.
Listen, first of all, my credit is pretty good. I could, you know what I mean? Give him a little coin.
He do got good credit, man. He do got good credit. Yo, the Chester Henry show said at Jew, it's less about the message and more about the delivery. I think the choice of words, tone come off as distasteful to your audience.
I mean, y'all gotta listen to the message.
I don't think so, but
I mean, you gotta focus on the point, man. But the first prime on one said, "Who's more likely to pass up nice guys or nice girls, men or women?"
That's a good question. I don't even know.
Women will pass up on a nice guy before a man will pass up on a nice girl.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna lie. Like when we was growing up, we always used to like the nerdy girls and shit. Like, oh, that's a good girl.
You don't pass her up. You might keep her in the stash.
That's what I'm saying. You don't pass her up.
Give her her true worth. You might be fucking up.
Yeah, you didn't take her outside. You didn't take her outside. The homies didn't know.
I love me a nerdy girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like a nerdy guy.
Yeah.
I like a nerdy guy when it's cool now to like nerdy guys.
I
wasn't liking him. Yeah, I was calling
Michael
in the crib
running like
Michael B. Jordan corny.
Yeah.
He was just corny.
When they come out of jail and they reading books and shit and they got the glasses on, now they like a nerdy guy.
I'm a gamer, so I attract the anime.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with gamers. Is cool now. Y'all wasn't fucking with gamers.
I believe Shauna. I believe Shauna because she an anime.
Yeah, Shauna, I do believe.
Yeah. Yo, Andrea Love. You said men let black women bash for 40 years, from Oprah to Color Purple till now. But now men say we want fit, feminine, and friendly. We're bashing. Get your passport, bro.
Oh, there you go.
He's a passport advocate.
But he literally got his passport.
Appreciate you.
Bro. He
living over there and he living the life, man. So shout out to Andre.
I support them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you support the basketball girls?
That's the last one.
Of course.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I do too.
I think you should go where the love is. If you feel like you have to go somewhere else, if you feel like your woman is across the country, I mean, I wouldn't pay for love, me personally. But if you feel like you need to pay
hold on.
Shauna, you sure? I did see one of your TikToks. And after you gave them some compliments, you gave them a couple of backhanded, you know what I mean?
No.
That was very backhanded. I ain't gonna lie. That was very backhanded. You said I wouldn't pay for love. But that's
come on. I got passport pros that follow me on TikTok. I support them. This is my thing. I wouldn't pay for love. That's not me personally, but to a certain extent,
they're not paying for love. They're paying for.
So you saying they pay for love?
They paying for who?
Yes.
What?
They're paying for love. Okay, listen.
I mean, you would have to pay for love. You got to pay for love here too.
Real quick. Everybody
Cooch ain't free nowhere. Are you gonna pay for it in a third world country, or are you gonna pay for it in the States? It's not
cheaper.
free.
Y'all want Philippe Child over here.
Sorry. This is my thing. If you want somebody that's feminine, fit, and submissive and all this other stuff, and you're not getting it here in the States, a lot of those women are bred for that.
Yeah.
They grow up, oh, American men will love me if I stay fit, I listen, I cook, I clean.
That's what
they grow up to do that. So my thing is,
there go that ace thing again.
Okay,
I was telling
I'm gonna go over here and find that. I'm not against that.
Yo, mute this nigga,
Mike.
Mike.
Love is. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong?
All right,
I
but
just asked.
But do you agree that you pay? Do you agree that you paying for love if in
a lot of men
where
pay
we at
for
right here?
love?
Huh?
Hold on. So, Drew, you're in a relationship, correct? You're telling me you didn't have to pay to a certain extent?
Say it again.
Drew, you're in a relationship,
right?
Oh,
Drew. Oh, okay.
You didn't have to pay to a certain extent?
For sure.
You went on dates.
So.
You courted her, correct?
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be honest.
Speechless.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. You got to pay for my attention.
Keep it real.
My fault. I thought he was gonna say something incriminating. So I tried
No. What I'm saying. What I'm saying. Nah, because we talk about my girls, so I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. But like, I'm a equivalent exchange type of person. If you're not giving the same, if I'm paying for date, your ass paying for a date. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I get that. But what I'm saying is, essentially, you do have to pay. I mean, when I was married, my ex-husband, he courted me the whole time, and I mean, essentially, like he tricked off on me all the way until we got married.
See, I never had that experience.
Trick of all. That was the.
Drew, are your parents married?
No.
My parents.
And and it's a point in my life I lived off women buying me shit. So, and
that's cool. I was one of the suckers that used to buy for men. So
why you gotta be a sucker though?
I don't know.
Like, damn,
it's sucker activity when you paying, and so are 4, 5, 6 other women. It's sucker activity when, as a man, you are paying for a woman, and so is 4, 5, 6 other men. Now, if that's your woman, my fiance trick off on me all the time.
Right?
Yeah,
it was just my birthday Sunday. I opened 8, 9, 10 Tiffany boxes.
But you also do got to remember, I do want to go back to the beginning of the episode. He ain't married. You're not his wife, so he not supposed to be doing all that.
Oh,
like,
hold on.
He's picking up on a single woman.
So courting to me is the interview process. I want him to see what kind of wife he gonna get. He wants me to see what kind of husband I'm going to get. So I'm going to treat him accordingly because he's treating me accordingly. There's a difference. I'm not doing all the stuff, and I spend on mine. Whatever he want, he a sneakerhead. What's dropping? Let me get him for you. Because he spend on me, I spend on him. So I agree with you. I do. But when it comes to out the gate, I got to split this first date in half because my time is valuable too.
I ain't do that.
But yeah, for the men like that, I can't. Oh, best of luck to you, honey. I can't help you.
But I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see.
I'm taking you to your crib before I take you out on the first date if we ain't on that type of time. So.
I mean, maybe my standards are low, but I don't see anything wrong with that because I mean, I feel like for men, it's hard dating because they're expected to pay for everything, to court
I
everything.
agree.
So most of the time,
that's this era. What you like them? Are you a millennial? Like what year were you born? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 32. Okay,
yeah, you're right. Nah, so
real nervous. That nigga was real nervous.
Because you know, like somebody say, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful. So,
well, I mean, where do you get in at that?
No, I'm saying because from our time, I don't think that was really an issue for a person to really take out. Nowadays, I think that's
it's weird. Until this social media stuff, I didn't see anything wrong with it. That's why I was just like, I don't really see anything wrong. Like I had a guy take me out, and the next date I asked him out, and I said, "Where would you like to go? I'm paying." Like, or no, I didn't even say anything. I just paid because it was. I
did that.
I don't know. Like it's not. It's cool.
Yo, like, men like that shit.
I really don't.
That would go a long way with me. I'm not gonna hold you. That would go a long way.
Don't care.
I'm with her too. Like if a guy sit here and pay for me,
men don't care when you pay. Everybody
if
needs to know this. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care.
I appreciate it.
I don't care what.
Men do not care when we pay for dates. I pay for so many dates. Y'all don't give a damn. It's not appreciated.
The reason I was in my last relationship is because she paid for a date. I said, "What the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you actually care about me? Oh, you really care about this?
Yeah,
like, I'm saying, like,
oh God."
I think that there are some men, but I think there's a lot of men who would appreciate that initiative.
Yeah.
Like, even if you pull out your wallet, you don't got the intentions of paying, but you got that gesture like, "Oh, I pay." I'm like, nah. But that lets me know there's some type of initiative there. Like, you're not just using me for a free meal or using me for a photo op or whatever the case is.
But I do feel
ask me on dates and then I had to pick them up for the date.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You need to be
self-sufficient.
self-sufficient.
You up now?
Yeah, you need to be self-sufficient.
That might be a little too much.
Crazy, yeah.
But my heart does go out for men today because the expectations are stupid. Like people being offended by a coffee date. I love a coffee date because if I don't like you, I don't want to be tied to a dinner either. Like if the chemistry's not there, we should be able to walk away. And if it's a $10 coffee or Starbucks, however much it is, I'm not upset. You shouldn't be upset either. Exactly. I don't think it's fair because I think when you are dating, you are supposed to date multiple people. If men are dating multiple women, as they should, why would we expect them to pay? That's a lot of money. I'm not here for that.
That shit do get expensive. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Women be dating in relationships, going to multiple dates, getting free meals.
Here we go.
We gonna keep it real, y'all.
But if I would have said that, it would have been an issue. Like, see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
She said, "Yeah." She didn't even hide it.
That's so annoying.
Yo, hold on.
But listen. I do want to get into this last topic before.
Let me get to the super chats.
Hold on, let me get these super chats out the way. Andrea said these women don't know anything about women in other countries. My wife is a corporate tax accountant with a
oh my God.
I'm not buying or paying for love. Money pays bills, not real love.
Shout out to Andre, man.
So at the end of the day, you are taking money to pay bills. So there's still
but what he's saying is she's also contributing.
Absolutely. I think women should.
That's amazing. You're still paying.
J Rags said people still don't know what passport bros are. I'm in a normal relationship with my wife in Colombia. It's not paying for love. Same in the USA.
Y'all brought the passport bros out.
They
come on.
Like I said.
Well, who said it earlier about triggering? Y'all triggering them, man.
I support y'all, and I love the passport bros. Go and pay for love if you need to. I understand.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. How can I be a part?
Doing what they was doing for him if he had money. So listen. I'm just saying, if
my boy Andre saying he didn't even have it like that. I remember him explaining his shit.
That you're broke and you don't have anything. Is she gonna stay?
But women in America,
are they gonna stay here? Are they gonna stay here?
We ain't talking about here. She talking about over there.
We ain't talking about
no, but how you gonna single it out? Like make it seem like it's just over there. They not staying here with that shit.
And look, I'm not okay.
I just said that women here, you have to pay for them too. I said my husband tricked off on me essentially as well too.
So why are you then saying that? Oh, if you want to pay for love, go ahead and do that. Like
because they are the way they want them to be. Here, they are not how they want them to be.
So what you saying? They getting more for their money over there?
Huh?
They getting more for their money over there? Because that's how they want them to be. So they getting more for their money over there.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. We're on the same page then.
Ace, what do you want for your daughter? Do you want your daughter to deal with a man that she has to put in with or go 50-50 with? Or do you want her to be with a man that can protect and provide for her as she does whatever to assist in the family?
I don't have a doubt about. I want her to be in whatever situation makes her the happiest. That's it.
What about what situation is best for the community? Because a lot of times we look at relationships as if they're not going to affect the whole community. But realistically, Afrocentric mindset is to know that your relationship is going to affect the community.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. But again, we go back into judging a man solely off of his money. I can't say a lot of men, but just because you have money and you're able to afford everything, that don't make you a good man.
You're absolutely right. But I think that we should understand that it is a natural thing for a woman to look for a man to protect and provide, and not to criminalize Black women or demonize Black women for wanting that and desiring that. I think that social media blows it up and everyone's like, what's the song? A 6-figure nigga and all this, but realistically, what Black women are sitting here meeting our men where we're at. I think that's realistic. But on social media, it gets blown up because, of course, your biggest hopes and desires are going to be broadcast on social media. That's what you're going to be attracted to. That's what you want to like. But the reality is, just like a lot of men want these dimes, these fine, beautiful women, they'll deal with the woman that's the girl next door. She's beautiful. She's natural. She might not be a dime, but she's there. She's been rocking with them.
And this is the issue, and this is why I think it's so pivotal that we all watch tomorrow's episode, because even the married couples talk about the sacrifices you got to make. Because I find it common that a lot of women want to meet men when they're already successful and not be with him while he's trying to build that situation for them. And it's gonna take a sacrifice. We may not be able to go to Fleet Child. We may not be going to steak or these grill houses and all this other shit where all your friends broke asses is at. We got to stay out of the house. So and if you want to live that life, it may not be the best, and you might have to put in right now. Yeah. But I guarantee you, in a few years, you ain't gonna have to spend no money.
And that's why men should marry younger, because younger women, women who don't have children, women that don't have as much experience, they're willing to deal with that. So that's why black women should marry younger.
What did you say? Men should marry younger?
Absolutely.
I mean, if I said that, I'd get a lot of backlash. I'm not gonna
I don't think you would. I think that I don't think you would. You don't think we have got a lot of backlash? We naturally like to deal with older men. So
here it go.
What was that? Where what
go? India, what you said?
What I say?
What you said?
India asked, "What's younger? What do you categorize as younger?"
Come in and then oh, you manipulating her and all this. I say, come on.
Yeah. Before we get to the next topic, I'm just curious. What's younger?
Not no Marcus Houston numbers. We're not talking.
Okay. As long as it's not like a Marcus Houston.
Why gotta be Marcus? Why gotta be Marcus? Why can't it be Leonardo, man? Come on, man.
No, Marcus Houston really dated.
We had a live about that. That's why
Leonardo also said that he ain't dating nothing over 25.
I think if we had a healthy society, that most people would be marrying within their age range.
Elvis was 14. So where are we going? Like,
hold up, we don't. That's not the standard we want to set.
That's what I'm saying. Why gotta be Marcus, man? Don't say Marcus.
It was recent. We had a live about it.
Okay, don't bring up Marcus, man. Bring up.
I think 7 to 10 years is a very healthy age gap.
Yeah.
7 to okay.
All right, let me get these last two. Chester Henry Show said, "How can I be part of the live streams in the future? I'll be trying to catch y'all, but the time difference is trash. So I know I live overseas because I'm in the Navy. Shout out to you. Appreciate you serving the country. Just send us a DM, bro. DailyRapUpCrew or Jill or me.
Yeah, and we usually go live all the time and have people join all the time.
Facts. Mark X says, I appreciate the Hitler mustache joke. It's a staple of the show now. And you're right, Jill. Hell nah, I wouldn't trust him or that stash.
Listen, some of the niggas, you gotta trust the stash, man. Like, that's it. Like, the nigga with the stash got the stash. That's
the nigga with the stash be eating shorty ass. Nigga.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, mute this thing.
Next topic, man.
All right, man. Listen, we do got to before we get up out of here, man, because we missed a couple of topics. The conversation was just flowing, and I know it's late and shit like that. So obviously, we got to talk about this Carlee Russell situation. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with it by now, but I'm gonna just play the video. We're gonna react to it real quick, and then get up out of here.
That moment you all first laid eyes on her again.
Y'all can hear this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What was it like?
To me, I mean, just so much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But it's okay.
Last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
there were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carlee.
And when I talked to you all on Saturday, you also said your daughter is a fighter and she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that what happened?
She did. She found her way back to us. However, we can't discuss the details of that.
But they say one thing is clear.
Yeah, this is like I'm gonna get to the other video too, because this one gonna go. It's like a documentary on this shit. Like, all right, so this is apparently, you know, what the police said that they found and stuff like that. So let me play.
I ain't gonna stop it when they say
Carlee Russell's just.
I'm gonna stop it when what?
They say, but one thing is clear, and then you're gonna stop it. Like, what's clear?
He's a liar.
Listen, I can't say that, but we're gonna get into this video.
Disappearance sent shockwaves through the state of Alabama for 49 hours as a search for the missing woman worried many. Local police, federal law enforcement, family, and community members all trying to find the 25-year-old after this 911 call last Thursday.
I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
That call coming from Interstate 459 South. Russell telling a dispatcher a toddler was walking alone on the side of the road. Police would arrive to find Carlee's car, wig, purse, and phone, but no sign of her or the toddler.
22 caller RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
CLA red and color to Nicole Russell out of Birmingham. And we're not getting the female to answer. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone.
Police say on Saturday night, Russell showed up at her parents' home. Listen to what she told detectives.
When she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. The next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
Hoover detectives also described what surveillance video at her job showed before Russell called 911 that Thursday.
Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business.
Detectives say the 25-year-old also stopped at a Target where she bought snacks that weren't found in her car when officers arrived, and say her internet search history over the last month are, quote, relevant to this case.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, you have to pay for an Amber Alert was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted.
Hoover detectives say they hope to speak to Russell again, but so far that hasn't happened since she returned home Saturday.
We're still working this case, and we'll be working this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing.
On Fox.
Yeah, that was pretty much. I think I had another video, but basically everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody familiar with you know, the whole case and everything. What are y'all thoughts on this whole situation?
Okay, so to me, I felt like the authorities and her parents, especially the authorities and the news outlet, knew before we knew. I feel like, especially when it comes to white media, they are using this as, well, see, look at black people. They're out here just playing, and you can't really take them serious. And I felt as though, I'm not trying to go on her too hard, but let's just be real. Like, at your big grown age, why are you sitting out here Googling that type of stuff? Because you're trying to piss off your boyfriend or whatever it is. And to me, it kind of was a little fishy. I mean, of course, it was like, okay, good, she's home. But I'm like, damn, she was only gone for a couple of days. It's like something like that. Either you ain't gonna hear from her for some months or some years. And so for her to be this all of a sudden popped up, and then they got to talk about her wig and a snack. It was like, okay, is she abducted, or are y'all just sitting here treating this like it's a skit? And it just makes her look real foolish and really crazy, and make not just black women but black people, it's like we play too damn much. We can't never take nothing freaking serious. I mean, it's like something next week gonna happen, and we're gonna forget about this next week. First, it was the BET Awards. We was joking about that. Then it was the submarine. We didn't forgot about them people, and they've been exploded, or however you put it. Now we on this. It's like it's always a joke with us, and we can never be taken serious. It's like, when we gonna finally grow the hell up?
I be finding it real interesting that all these shits be happening when like a lot of important shit in the government is going on. Like, we just obviously that FedNow program is, you know, the Cash App equivalent or whatever, PayPal equivalent is, you know, up and active. There's a lot of these things that I feel like they be using to distract us from real world events, and we get so fixed, especially, you know, black media. We get so fixated on these topics and obsessed with these topics. We talk about these shits for weeks at a time. You know what I mean? What is everybody else's opinions on this whole case?
What I can't figure out is, like India said, she's what, 25, 26? It is nothing that would make me blow up my life to the point to where I'm about to catch charges. She has falsified police reports. You misuse 911 services. You've got all of these people spending 2 days, 3 days looking for you. Like, she don't realize she's going to have to pay for that stuff. Just like Jesse Smollett, when he did all of that, they are going to require her to pay restitution. She's about to get felony charges, and you're in nursing school. So
and
if
she failed nursing school.
And so it was so many hypotheticals that she was doing it to get attention from her boyfriend. She was doing it to get back at her boyfriend. She was having a nervous breakdown because she was failing nursing school. But my whole thing is, when you make emotional based decisions like that, you are going to suffer major consequences. She didn't think that through at all. And at 26 years old, if you are stressed out, you 26. This ain't a 16, 17, 18-year-old that can't get away from her parents. You 26. Go rent you a little Airbnb for a couple of days. Go to a hotel room. Go over your homegirl house. Cry it out on the couch. Figure it out. I think she needs major consequences, especially if it comes out that there was no mental health issues. There was no psychotic break. If you just try to do some stuff on some revenge or I need attention, she needs charges.
You know she's gonna play up the mental health thing.
That's the only way she's gonna get out of it, or lessen her charges. But for me, I am upset that they already don't take Black women seriously enough. And now you are playing into the narrative that we still can't take Black women serious. So think about all the young Black girls and the young Black women that are really missing. They ain't gonna get no type of real traction now, because remember the last one we trusted. You see how that worked for us. And I just don't like that. She need real charges, like real charges.
So with me, I agree with everything that y'all said. So I'm not even going to repeat any of that. I think my take on it is, what upsets me is how they covered it. I've never seen a Black girl that was like kidnapped or taken or whatever covered like that. That I was very shocked that they
already knew.
Right. So that's what upset me, because I was just like, why is she getting so much? She not white. She ain't got blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, I'm so, like, I just couldn't understand why it was so much manpower put into it. And then to
Are you
find out,
saying
like,
that she shouldn't have gotten coverage?
no.
But normally we
I'm
don't.
saying-
But we need more
No.
coverage.
We
Okay.
do. But what she just said, what India just said, they already knew. So they wanted to push it like, oh, well, look, we're about to put all this manpower in. We already know. We got these details right here. We got this, we got that. We know she faking. But we gonna keep the party going. And we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna show it's a big hoax. So from now on, when another little black girl go missing, we can just make it out to be a joke like it was the last time. So it was just how the media covered it and already knew, like, we know they knew. We already know that they knew it wasn't anything. So that's what I'm upset about. And I saw a lot of people tweet in and talking about it, saying like, even though this wasn't real, I'ma still go hard, even if the next girl and the next girl after that, black girl, go missing, which we all need to keep that same energy. And even though it was fake, I still thank God that she's okay. I still thank God. Like when she was missing, I was really scared. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I prayed over it. I prayed over the post. I was like, please God, let her be okay.
My
And
question
even
for
though,
you though, Shauna,
go
is
ahead.
you said that they knew from day one that she was faking.
No. I didn't say day one. I said
Well,
eventually they did know. You
yeah,
could tell that
eventually, and I think
and they still pushed
that
it.
I think until the investigation ends and they finish going through her search history and her financials, and they do this analyst to see what happened, they didn't know. Because at first, in the first 24 hours, they didn't know. And we would have been mad had they not put that type of manpower in.
No.
Because what if something came out that
I'm saying they knew and then still was doing the extra stuff. Now,
Right.
I'm not saying
2-3
they
days
knew the first
in? Is that what
hour.
you're saying?
No, not in
Like,
the beginning. I'm not saying like in the first hour they knew, and then
right.
I'm saying like
they probably didn't even check her car in the first hour. They probably came at her car like 10, 12 hours later.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. Honestly, we gonna be real. They don't go to your car immediately. If you're in the, you know what I'm saying, you're in dire moments, you can say shots. They don't pull up immediately, especially
and then too, why would they go straight to her phone and her search engine if they didn't know if it was a hoax?
They didn't care. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I
Usually,
don't believe they care.
For black women for black people, just in general, not just women, just black people, for it to get blown up, we have to blow it up. The shade room,
true.
Neighborhood,
and then they feel that pressure,
stuff like that, for us to get the mainstream.
Right.
I always looked at it as a red flag when the main media is blowing up a black girl. And yes, you are right. We should get more push, but let's be real. This is our reality. They don't care about us for real. So for them to blow it up, and her parents knew too. That's why her parents say, "Well, we can't really talk about it," because she knew they was embarrassed.
She was getting so
I
much.
don't know why they went on that interview in the first. Maybe the money incentive. I don't know. They should have just kept it a little quieter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should have.
The
They
situation.
stupid.
Goddess, can you say? I got a different take on it, but I do want to hear Goddess first before I say something.
I would never wish jail on her. I don't think it's because I've been to jail a few times and it's not a beautiful place to be at all. And I think that she can pay for it. She could do some community work. I do think that there were.
But Jesse did time.
He did a little time.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like she was wrong, but I definitely think they blew it up because they knew that it was going to make us look bad. Honestly, I think that because it does make us look bad, we do have to hold her accountable. Like I said, I wouldn't wish jail on her, but I would say she's gonna have to pay up. She needs to do some serious community work and making up to the community for what she did. But yeah, there's so many black women missing right now, so many black children missing, and the fact that this was the one story that got blowed up is a little suspect. Don't you find that suspicious? That's all I'm saying.
Dr. Umar voice.
All right, look, and I agree with y'all too, but I'm not sending her to jail. Yeah, she need a spanking from her mama or her daddy or whoever else need to give her one. She need to do some community service, or she need to speak to a therapist, all that. But I'm not sending her to jail because I ain't going to. Look. Only reason why I'm saying this is because there's been so many Karens doing so many outrageous shit.
Facts.
And y'all don't never hear about these fucking stories. They be doing, he tried to kill me.
They gonna stand behind theirs.
Yeah. There's white women. Look, when a black woman brought her child to a school out of the school zone, they made that shit big news. You know how often white people do that? They out here taking tests for each other. But that's not news. You get what I'm saying? So
them white women go to jail. They go to jail.
Yeah, that shorty from Full House, she did go to jail for that shit.
It's just that they come and get them immediately. They will create a whole account to pay for their defense attorneys.
Look, what I'm saying,
they go to jail though.
Look. They can show you that one Full House. You know how many fucking rich people sitting there that's in fucking Harvard that just sending people? Come on. If y'all sit here and believe that this is the only scenario where that happened. No. This been going on for centuries.
What's the man? What did they end up calling the lady, the bird watching Karen? Remember when she called the police on the black man? He was just bird watching, and she slung that dog all over that yard.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know,
look.
She lost her job. She had to move.
It took video. It took all that shit for you get what I'm saying? It took a whole lot.
That's
just like
true.
What I'm saying is it took them having proof and evidence to make her look stupid to make this a public media
to happen. Same exact thing that they did with Carlee. Here's her here's her search history. Here's what she stole at work. Here's the video of her not getting out of the car. Same thing. So I think there needs to be a level playing field. Send them all to jail. Make them all pay money.
You agree that Jesse should have did jail time too?
Jail. You got people out here thinking that it's
so Jesse should do jail time, but she shouldn't do jail time. What you
said? I said she should do jail. I said everybody.
I'm talking to Jew.
I think. Listen, only reason why because I think she's just stupid. That nigga literally planned some shit. You get what I'm saying?
He planned this shit.
Planned it.
No, I said he planned it. She planned it. I don't know if she planned it. She just stupid.
Man, come on, bro.
She typed in the movie.
Look, Jesse met up upstairs. He met up in the crib. He got the paper, the crayon with the exit spot. Meet me here with the rope. He had a plan. She was still Googling what you were saying.
But that's still a plan.
Okay, so hold on. So, Jew, so you don't think she had to plan what exit she was going to pretend to see a baby so she could perfectly walk through the woods to get to the hotel where she hid at? You don't think she had to plan that out? She bought some snacks because she didn't want to be hungry.
I think she's just stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think she's
okay,
stupid.
but it was a plan. It was a bad plan, but it was still a plan.
Where's the plan at? Ain't nothing work.
It was a bad plan. She planned it when she Googled.
Ain't nothing work.
I think you're being soft on her because she a female.
No, I'm saying I don't think.
She gonna have to take accountability too. She gonna always say. She gonna take accountability too.
They said Jew pandering now.
Niggas said Dr. Umar.
It's a difference between an idiot, and a person that know what they doing, and that's where I'm different.
She knew what she was doing. She's
oh my god, you really are being biased.
I think she's stupid.
But this is what remember what we talked about earlier.
So Juicy not stupid.
Black women have to hold black women accountable.
Juicy.
What's his name? Juicy Small.
Jesse.
That's what.
What's going on?
Oh, you calling another nigga Juicy? Hey, yo.
That's what Dave Chappelle was calling a Juicy Smollett. But anyway, they both stupid, bro.
He's not gonna play it like she's like. I don't know if you can say it on here.
I think personally, there does have to be ramifications there, and I don't want to be that person and be like, oh, we got to go harder on black people. I think black, white, Spanish, whoever the fuck it is, they got to have ramifications because black women are being, kidnapped, and unfortunately, we don't talk about it, or it doesn't get the same press. And you know, I actually like urge and encourage more Black women to promote this, you know, this stuff, because I wasn't aware of this. You know what I mean? And a lot of Black women
I
run
had
a
to
lot.
tell you today.
A lot of Black women run these popular blog sites that everybody be on, but we don't see enough of that in the, you know, even within our community. Like, you know what I mean? Shade Room don't post nothing about it's 70,000 Black women missing. Why nobody has heard of this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or the majority of us have, but we get Love and Hip Hop new episode come on, or we talking about Keke Palmer. Like, we could invest our resources, especially in our community, to looking for not only Black women, but there's Black men and Black boys is missing too. Like, you know what I mean? So I think we just got to do a better job at promoting this. And I don't think we shouldn't take this series any less seriously. Obviously, you know, she may or may not have lied. I don't know what the verdict is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we should still always take seriously,
obviously. Check it out.
What the fuck was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that is. That's serious. I don't know. But like you said, we should always take these situations seriously still. I know she may or may not have lied about the situation, but there are Black women being kidnapped and abducted like constantly. Like, and it don't get the same. Fuck the media, fuck the Fox and CNN. We don't even get the attention in our own community. So you know what I mean? So we got to start with that. So but anyway, I see India yawning over there. I'm about to yawn my damn self. But I do appreciate y'all staying out with us.
It's a little after midnight.
Ash, you know what I mean? You supposed to dip off a lot earlier, but you rocked with us. I appreciate that.
I was in it. I was trying my best.
She was engaged.
Yeah, yo, next time I want us all to get all of our maybe pick 2-3 videos from each other, and then we gonna come back and just have you know what I mean, a conversation about whichever ones. But you can't pick from yourself. You got to pick from somebody else.
Okay, I see what you did there. I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let me get everybody outros out the way. Let me start here with Goddess, man. Let them know where they gotta follow you at your social media. I did drop everybody links in the chat. I also put it in the description if y'all want to go check out their content and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Okay, you can follow me at the Goddess Ayana on Instagram, Goddess Ayana on Facebook, Goddess Ayana on YouTube, and the Goddess Ayana on TikTok. But I'm mostly on Instagram and Facebook. Check out my website, godpeace.com. Also, if you're in the Houston area and you're looking to get actively involved in the community, follow the People's Action Houston and get involved with my organization. We are out here in these streets doing for the community.
I like that.
Appreciate that.
India, you know, even though she don't be liking me sometimes or a lot of times, you know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all love over here. I still got love for you, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, you can follow me on India__Michelle on TikTok and Instagram. India Michelle on YouTube, and also follow me on Facebook as well, the same name. You know, I'll be popping my ish and coming for Eli. I'll be back again on another live, but yeah, you already know what it is.
Much appreciated too.
Definitely.
For letting it go.
Yo, Ash, let the folks know where they go find you at.
So yes, absolutely. To find everything, I am on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Life in the Ash Lane. You can definitely go to my website, lifeintheashlane.com, to find my blog, to find my YouTube, book a one-on-one if you need some advice and I can help. Lifeintheashlane.com. That's how you can find me.
And then last but not least,
y'all can find me on TikTok, Chantel Shauna, and then on Instagram, the same thing backwards, Chantel.
Why you made it? You could have just made it the same thing. Why you
I did. Somebody took it.
Oh, somebody took it. Damn.
I think somebody was trying to like take my stuff, but nonetheless, it's the same thing backwards. So Chantel. That's it.
Man, again, we appreciate y'all for having this conversation with us, man. We got to definitely have this panel again, man. There's definitely a lot of mature conversations going on. And see, Black people can't have conversations without tearing each other down. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like you be tearing them down because you be having them questionable women on your on the shows. I don't like how we get the lives, but we don't never get on the show.
What you talking about?
I do need to pull up.
Oh, I think Ace does a really good job though. I seen him. He does a good job.
He do. I just like to get him shit.
Pull up to the show, man. Yo, and whoever got Why Eli on IG, please.
Yeah, get rid of that shit, man.
Yeah, please let Eli have it.
Got a bot account with the white Eli. I need that, man. Like, yo.
Somebody got it?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
They seen the name.
Yeah, so now.
I'm not. First of all, let me let y'all know. Let me let y'all motherfuckers know because I got time today. Don't DM me or don't write me no stupid shit. I'm not simping. I might be stupid and naive right now, but I'm not simping. All right. You know what I'm saying? Probably felt a little bag for a little, she a little dummy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been around a little dummy.
Niggas said she a little dummy. Like, yeah.
Y'all been around a dummy before, bro. Like, come on.
It's because he got that hairstyle. I mean, that's
Come
like
on,
this shit is tight. That rubber band is too tight around your fucking dreads right now. Like, cut off the circulation.
Yeah.
Yo, but again, Drew, again, let them know about the event that we're gonna have.
All right, so it's August 6th. It's a Sunday. If you're in New York, tri-state area, DM us on the Daily Wrap Up Crew page or Ace the Goat 24 or podcast _Jew, and you'll get the information. We have our first filming releasing of the podcast interview with Riza Islam. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, y'all should do on Riza Islam." I seen it in the chat.
I've been asking for it. Word.
Yeah, we got it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely ready to, you know what I mean, share with the world. You know what I'm saying? This is a one-day event only. So if you're in the New York area, make sure y'all hit us up so we can give y'all more details. We're definitely gonna send out more information, but it is for August 6th, which is a Sunday.
Tickets are limited, so you know what I mean, once we release them, y'all gotta get on it.
And yo, Riza was spitting, man. We got a lot of behind the scenes footage, man. That boy was spitting. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that conversation could have easily went longer. Like, you know what I mean? But it was a great conversation. Hopefully he could plug us in with Tariq. You know, we need Tariq Nasheed. If y'all could DM or go on Tariq Nasheed IG, tag us in the comments or something. Like, let them know, man. We try to have that conversation too. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tomorrow episode 1 p.m. man. Make sure y'all tune in. We got the married couples. It's a great episode, man. I think it's one of our better episodes. I enjoyed the conversation with them. A lot of valuable information.
Definitely.
If y'all ever on the fence about whether you should get married or not, you know, this episode would definitely persuade you in the right direction. Like, you know what I mean? So appreciate it.
And if you talk about solutions, I mean, there's a lot of solutions in that video, man.
Definitely a lot of solutions. Matter of fact, damn, I did have a clip to play, man. Like, I should have played this one. I should have played this one earlier, but this is a couple of clips that from the show, you know, a little previews.
You said that in the marriage, but while you're dating the
my fault. That's the second.
You're my wife. So if you outside looking like you looking for somebody else, you're embarrassing. And that's disrespectful. And to the extent your wife maybe could have an opinion on what you're wearing too. Maybe you're looking crazy. Be like, you look like a weirdo. Don't wear that.
You have to be respectful. So you want your spouse to be okay with what you have on because you respect him. Even if it's something that maybe a little revealing, I ask him, hey, babe, is this too much? And maybe like, nah, I like that because, you know, it's just him. But it's just the act of being considerate and being respectful. Being mindful of how my spouse will feel at this moment in time. Would my spouse be a little uncomfortable with this? Why put my spouse in that situation? I wouldn't want my spouse to make me uncomfortable, you know? So it's really just about being considerate and empathetic and loving and caring towards all you do. Every action from what you say to how you act, present yourself, you know, your brand.
a reflection of your partner.
You said that in the marriage, but while you're dating the person that you want to marry, should he also have a say in what you wear? Because they're gonna say, "Oh, he ain't put a ring on it, so I don't gotta listen to him." So, I mean, does it make a difference?
Absolutely.
If you feel, okay, thank you. That's what we need to clarify.
You ain't gonna start listening on the wedding right. All the days before that, I don't hear nothing. Listen, now you listen, right? This is the kind of shit we gotta deal with.
The amount of pushback we got from women worldwide, and no man is going to control me, tell me what to do.
It's a different wild world.
This is coming from married people. You hear this?
Make sure y'all take notes. You gotta be what it is before you become it.
Exactly.
And we recorded this episode way before that Keke Palmer situation. Like, I'll tell you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, great episode, man. I just gotta make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna be in the live chats as always. So,
and I wanna bring this up since you said that because we be working. I ain't gonna front me, Ace, Eli. We be working. And I seen like somebody be writing like stuff in the comments like, "Oh yeah, Dr. Umar changed these brother perspectives." Like people, I guess, you know, tuning into the show a little bit.
I said that.
I've seen it in the comments, right? Because they was referring to something that Eli said, and it was like, yeah, Umar definitely got him changed. That episode was way before we even did we seen Umar. So you get what I'm saying? Like, please watch the show and not just the clips. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word out there, because we've been working and we've been talking the same. Everything we say, we mean. We're not just out here clout chasing or looking for views. What we do, and I think the reason why we are so successful is because we are being honest and we are being our natural selves and we're sharing that with you guys. So we do appreciate the people that really support us. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that.
And shout out to Umar, man.
Shout out to Umar, man. We learned a lot. We might not always agree on everything, but there's a lot of things that he did say that we did agree on. Or we could look back on and be like, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. And we ain't got to agree on everything. That's just like me, you, and Ace. We ain't gonna agree on everything, even when we have these conversations. We're not gonna agree with women on everything, but that don't mean we gotta be disrespectful of each other or curse each other out or nothing crazy. We gotta have conversations and not all agree. It's just how conversations work, man. So, anyway, man, appreciate y'all for staying up with us. We out here.
It's fucking late.